He literally has a "I'm going to my planet needs me. I have to leave" moment in that in the animated series.
Well, in actuality, that's just the fact that he kept evolving.
Yeah, he got so powerful. The writers didn't know what to do. They literally said they had to have a "I'm going to my planet now," and then he's never seen again.
Well, he comes back to ask.
Well,
Lex
not
what the meaning of life.
The meaning
is.
of life.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway,
and it's like
say 42.
Let's get going here. Smudcast number 247. Hey, folks, how's it going? Why Superman is the worst superhero of all time? And not too many people are fond of comic books. I guess you can say, why not attack the biggest guy, the most popular, well-known superhero of all time, and say why he's the worst? Okay, I mean you can start there.
Yeah, with basically the most debunked argument in all of comic books.
Right. I mean,
the most famous superhero, which is Hitler Man.
Hitler Man, yes. All the Jews. Hitler Man, Spider-Man, Batman, yeah, all those guys.
I still remember back when Frederick Wortham said that about Superman. It's like being utterly fascistic and some other things, and it's like, no, you're missing the point. It's like Superman being fascistic, Wonder Woman being like what? I forget what he said about Wonder Woman, but the guy also said about Batman and Robin being gay, which is where the whole ambiguously gay duo meme comes from. I'm not even kidding.
Well, here this video came out in January 2016. It has 11,000 views. And I think about almost half likes and dislikes. And I can only talk about this probably this month until YouTube takes away the dislike ratio, because I have no idea what's going to happen. But they've added the applaud button, which is a way to throw money at the creator through the video. I don't know how that works. I've just seen it. So
probably just a donation button.
It's probably just a super chat for videos, the same idea. So
yeah,
I don't know. Anyway,
the applaud button.
Yeah, so this guy...
I hate life. Every day, I hate life more.
I want an applaud button. I know. Why? Why are all these dumb buttons on? Don't remember to like, share, and subscribe. Can you imagine the ending? Like, share, subscribe, and hit the applaud button to give me money. I was like, what?
Yeah. Every day we
pretty much.
God.
Yeah. So I don't know. So this guy is by the name of Mann, and it's MANN, of 1,000 Thoughts. He's got 10.1 subs. I don't know what he's done ever since.
10.1 subs?
1,000 subs. 10,001 subs.
Oh, I'm going to say he's got 0.1 of a person. He's doing pretty well. How did you find that guy?
10.1 thousand subs. And I don't know what else he's done because I haven't checked his video or his channel out. But this is a 14.5-minute video. Should take us plenty of time. We have lots of information to take apart. We have lots of references. We know a few references. We've watched and read and played some Superman games, so we know a lot. And pretty easy to reference stuff. But we'll go with what he's saying. We won't try and pull anything weird like some obscure Elseworld or this or that. We'll try and stick with the main stuff. And see.
I'm not going to bring up the Superman in All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder because that's just fucking weird.
No, it's like I would say the main pieces of media that debunk this argument, I'd say, for my money, are the Christopher Reeve films, the DCAU, and All-Star Superman, among others.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We can get going now. Joe Crazy, thank you, sir. Who is bad-mouthing my boy Superman? I don't know, man. I don't know this guy.
This guy, apparently.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. No one knows. We're going in blind. We're just sort of.
Yeah, we're not friends with him. We're
we're gonna bash him like we bash everyone else.
Here's Kyle Rocket. Who TF wanted what the D-I? I can't read these words.
Wanna die.
All right. No, it's just my magnification is like, all right.
I mean, hold on. Let me see if I can, I'll help you out on this one.
DI.E. In 1,000 ways. Don't ever disrespect Superman. as long as I allow you to breath.
Oh,
okay. Thank you, Kyle.
Draw a breath, yeah.
I understand you get very emotional when you say these things. It's just hard for me to read. My apologies.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Smud's Canadian. He can't read English. He has to read Canadian English.
Yeah, that's true. My vowels get confused. Here's a 360 with the $3.60. Superman is an OP American hero, and that's okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with like Sailor Moon being silly and dumb and cutesy and a schoolgirl and wielding the power of the cosmos or whatever the hell she does. Like, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. She never give that power to little girls, but things happen.
It's Japan.
It's Japan. Yeah, exactly.
And before going into the actual video, Jake's a surgeon for $5. In what Lovecraftian reality does someone unironically believe something so factually wrong that a lobotomized spider monkey would clown on him? Yeah, you got me on that one.
I don't know, Jake.
Yeah. Pass. Next question.
All right, I think we're ready to go. 14 minutes and a half. This will take a while.
Hold on, let me... Oh, I forgot to get in there. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, now. All right, there you go.
Professionalism is just out the window here.
All right, let's go.
Yes.
Superman is the most well-known superhero of all time. He's considered the strongest superhero by many. He's gone up against many adversaries such as Doomsday, Darkseid, Brainiac, and obviously Lex Luthor. He's even gone up against other superheroes such as Batman. He's grown decades worth of fans, and some have gone as far as to call him the greatest superhero of all time. I'm here to argue that is not the case. In fact, I'm going to show why Superman is the worst superhero of all time. Now, let's look at a little bit of history.
All time, that's a lot. I'm going to say, if you could say how he's a bad superhero, yeah, sure, okay, but the worst superhero of all time.
Especially since he's the first superhero ever of all, the first superhero of all time.
Yeah, but that's not. It's one of the things where it's a bit like, okay, so first off, what defines a superhero? Is it superpowers, or is it just being a hero who does super things? Because Batman's not got any superpowers, and he's called him a superhero.
Well, okay, all you gotta do is do a Google search on the worst superhero of all time, and you'll find a list like the top 10. I can show you right now. This is great. I'm looking at Arm Fall Off Boy. My power will astound you. Observe as I detach my limb. And he's got these giant gloves.
They
look like
anything.
Latex gloves with little dimples on them. I'm like, what the frickin' hell is going on?
Question: Do the arms do anything after they come off? That's the biggest question that I'm asking here. Because if his arms just drop off, if they just drop off and that's it, I'll be like, well, what's this?
Look at this
power? This is a disability.
Look at this guy. His name is Skate Man. Hands off, jerkhole. The party's over. We're forming a what? My foot in your face. A union. My foot in your face. Like, Skate Man.
Oh my god, this is like chicken.
Yeah, there's definitely been some stupid shit in superhero stuff.
Yeah. So
this is why when you say, "Oh, he's the worst ever," I'm like, press X to doubt.
Yeah, there's definitely worse.
Even if you don't like him, you can't really say.
Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, Color Kid.
Oh no, I don't want.
1985 DC Comics.
Oh yeah.
Wow. What is this?
I mean, I'm just gonna say, it's like going back to Superman for a moment. And it's like, even in universe, there is actually someone legitimately worse than him, even if this argument were true. And he's called Superboy Prime, my dude.
Yeah,
So this guy can change the color of anything. Color Kid. That's great. Okay.
That's why we never talk about him again.
Squirrel Girl.
Yes.
You can change the color.
Squirrel Girl is number 5. Wow. Okay. Fourth wall breaking.
Yeah, okay,
hey, Squirrel Girl is actually good at the very least.
Mannequin.
Press X to doubt, but
This guy must have the most complicated superhero of all time. Whitman Knapp can summon 3 future and past selves. The kicker, these genetic relatives are handpicked from varying shifts in the evolution of the human being. Okay, there's Proto, a primeval goo, Ape Man, a Neanderthal, and Highbrow, an intellectual being from the future with the ability to teleport. Confused? You're not the only one. Holy jeez. A goo.
Why would you have primordial goo?
Alpha Flight.
Oh, no, watch
some
out.
stupid Canadian Marvel group. There you go. Thanks, Canada.
It's sad that is it sad that I actually know some of these?
I'm still just going over. Watch out, my primordial goo will get you. I'll be like,
oh, good lord!
I have more questions. I'm not scared. I have more.
All right,
questions.
so this one I can understand. This is Crypto the Super Dog. We're not going to read about that. That's obvious. It's a sidekick. It's dumb. It's okay.
Okay, what about
yeah,
Ace,
kind of like a running gag in the Superman mythos, kind of.
What about Ace the Bat Hound?
So
there's a bat cow now for some reason as
mean,
well.
even in terms of pets, Batman's pets are still better.
So whenever you have a superhero who's just a BDSM guy, it's probably not the best look.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
Oh,
he's just a guy in leather, in gimp outfits.
What's his name?
Leather Boy.
Because if Leather Boy, they should have called him the Gimp.
Yeah, that would have made
Yeah.
more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, not Leather Boy.
Yeah. So anyway, let's just keep going. Number 1 is Doorman. Oh my god.
Doorman.
This is Doorman.
Does he just open door? Can he open any door? Is that his power?
Let me see. Doorman doesn't have the ability to deny anyone entry to a nightclub just because they're wearing trainers. In fact, Doorman's real ability isn't much better than that. He can teleport another person anywhere they want to go in the world as long as it's only into the next room. What?
Wait, teleport anybody anywhere in the world?
Then what's the point of anywhere in the world if it's just into the next room?
Yeah, because you could just use the fucking door.
Doorman was frequently undone by his namesake, the Door.
Yeah.
Wait, but hang on. So you're in a room and there's a door, so he can teleport you into that next room. Why go to that trouble? You could just use the door. And if someone says it's locked, why don't you just kick the door down?
He's a doorman, but he sucks at using doors, so that's why he teleports.
When you think about it, you can make a pretty cool story about really useless superheroes who can do amazing things but are on a small scale.
Yeah, it was called The Mystery Men.
Oh yeah?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty entertaining. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. Did no one ever watch that movie?
No. It's probably
I've heard of it.
Is that a British thing? It's probably
Stiller
British. Yeah, it's probably British.
No. It was Ben. Is it Ben Stiller? That's his name. Yeah, Ben Stiller movie with like.
I have heard of it. Yeah.
H. Macy in it.
I just love.
Um,
Color Kid is just.
You've got the shoveler who uses shovels. The Blue Raj who throws cutlery. Ben Stiller's Mr. Furious who can only get mildly annoyed. It's the funny thing. They're pretty useless superheroes.
I still like the idea this guy can cure racism just by touching someone.
Oh.
Wow, so he's gonna get cancelled by Me Too then while curing racism. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
You can turn the ocean purple.
Well, he's gonna get cancelled, but because he can actually do what they want.
Yeah.
That's a hypocrisy and a half.
Yep.
I still like Arm Fall Off Boy the best. I think that's the best one.
From the way the panel of him looks, he was probably in the middle of using his arm with a club.
It looks like he's like came right off the shelf from like a He-Man collection.
Arm with a club?
Kinda, yeah.
Why would you just... Why don't you use a club? I'm gonna remove my own arm.
Well, just look at the panel. It's like he's about to put his hand on his other wrist. It's like
I know, but it just makes me just think, why? Why?
I like the sound effect plorp.
So, yes.
Plorp. It's plorp.
I just this is single-handedly one of the worst things I've ever seen.
just this list automatically disproves the video we're about to watch.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because you have an idea, doesn't mean you should go along with it.
Anyway, let's
I have a wonderful idea for a superhero.
Back to Superman.
Superman's the worst, guys.
I'm gonna call him Wheelchair Man. But,
yeah, sure.
Arch enemy is the stairs.
Yeah, guys. Clearly, Arm Fall Off Boy. Clearly, Arm Fall Off Boy and Color Man are better than Superman.
All right, let's go.
Man. In 1938, when he first debuted in Action Comics, he was a very simplistic superhero. His main things were he could fly, or what they call leap over tall buildings in a single.
He couldn't fly. He could jump really high.
He couldn't fly until later on.
Right.
Yeah, but I know he's going to say, but what they call leaping, it's like no, the reason they called it leaping was because it's leaping. That's why they use that word.
Bound, run faster than a locomotive.
I was gonna say it before Discord threw me out the door. It's like at that time he couldn't actually fly. It wasn't like in a radio drama or something that they gave him the ability to fly, and then later put that into the comics.
It's cheaper just to put a fan in front of somebody and blow their cape to look like they're flying, than make them jump over buildings.
Yeah, they did give him the ability to fly because it was easier to draw in the panels anyway, so... Or maybe it's because of some animation or something, I don't know. But he didn't initially have the ability to fly, that's the point.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where like when they were doing the actual serials in the 40s on TV and stuff, or was it the 40s?
Yep.
I can't remember. Yeah, it's a lot easier to make him look like he's flying. You just tie a string around his waist. Then
I think it was because of the serials. Now that you reminded me of that.
Was it what was the guy's name who played him in the serials? He got shot.
George Reeves, I think.
Yeah.
George Reeves, I think.
Was it Reeves?
No.
Because I know it's Christopher Reeves.
That seemed...
No, Christopher Reeves was later for the movies, but for the series, I think it was George Reeves.
Yeah.
Because I know George Reeves also showed up in I Love Lucy as Superman. I don't know why.
Fine enough.
It was funny, but I don't know why.
But the thing is, he had a problem. He constantly kept being given powers, such as a major super sneeze where he destroys the solar system. That just is out of place. That makes no sense, and that clearly shows you're making up his powers as you go along. You did not
literally
think about how he should be or what.
I'm trying to make a point. It's like that's literally what they did in the Silver Age. It's like they've all made up all this crazy shit, but that was just because of the state of comics at that point.
Oh god!
And it's like
I really do want to know what his views on the Star Wars trilogy are. Because imagine how angry he is if someone just kept making up powers.
Oh my god!
Oh dear. That'd be funny. I'm sure he'd love it. Oh.
Yeah.
He should have some powers he gained, even include the ability to create miniature versions of himself, which is just outright silly, and the ability of the Silver Age to make people do whatever he wanted through their minds and whatnot. And that's more overpowered. That's just unnecessary. Now, the thing is, as the years went on, they realized, yes, he cannot have any of these crazy powers. He really is too overpowered. And they fixed that later on. They fixed these problems in the issues Crisis on Infinite Earths in 1985 to 1986, where they completely changed things that were wrong with Superman. He was more simplistic and he couldn't just keep making up superpowers on the spot. And from there it felt like, okay, he's fine, there's nothing truly wrong with him. But the thing is, even then he still started gaining more and more superpowers that were just overpowered.
Yeah, but it wasn't as bad as before. He
still had the ability to gain power from the sun. And that's an unlimited source of energy. And as we know, you're not going to get rid of the sun.
Yeah, but they at least have the common sense to not just have him dive headfirst into the sun and become a god.
Also, there's a thing called night, where there's no sun.
Yeah!
Just gonna throw that out there. I know it might be weird to people, but yeah, there is a day-night cycle.
I think they've explained even back in was it the 40s or the 50s where they introduced Kryptonite? Like they explained how the sun works as well. So I don't think this is just something they did in the 80s. This has been explained a while ago. So
yeah, it's been at least the Kryptonite itself has been around since pretty much the beginning, or at least early enough on in the mythos that it was just like accepted well enough to keep going with it.
Well, I guess what you kind of have to exercise is the balance between having an unlimited source of energy as your power versus having a weakness like Kryptonite, which can be very situational. It makes it... Yeah. I mean, I can see how that can make it feel too safe when you read a Superman story. Because as like nothing's going to happen to the sun, he's most likely still going to have that. You don't know how much that individual story is going to incorporate it, though, which that's where the question comes in. Because, there's inconsistency with the DC comics. There's so many different writers and all that. But the Kryptonite is more situational than the sun is. So it's like his superpower is too prominent, where you feel like no matter what happens, he's going to be okay and he's going to win because there's the fucking sun, right? But then...
that's not always the case, though.
That's true, because again, it depends on the writers.
But like I say,
if you wanted to do a fair...
the sun's not everywhere, though.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is, if you wanted to do a fair analysis of the flaws in Superman's character, it would be the circumstances revolving around the presence of the sun versus the presence of Kryptonite. Because it's more likely that he's going to encounter the sun than it is that he's going to encounter Kryptonite. So he's like always going to be in his superpowered state because the sun is near the Earth. Like, I don't think did they ever make a comic that talked about how he's less powerful at night or something?
No,
right?
They show
because it's just the presence of it being nearby the world that's enough, right?
Yeah, he definitely has a limit in regards to how long he can like keep superheroing.
Yeah.
Consistently, because he has his own reserve of solar energy. It's like I think there was an episode of the DCAU that says he has its limits. Once his powers give out, they give out. It rarely happens, but it's possible.
Yeah, I think was it Legends of the Dark Knight? I can't remember which one it was, but when they're fighting Superman and Batman, Superman gets hit by a nuke. His body gets pretty much almost destroyed, and he's in orbit, and he just waits for the sun to hit him, and then he starts regenerating. So there's lots of stories, even in Smallville, whenever Clark gets hurt.
But in that situation, he's still on the Earth with the sun still around it, but stuff is powerful enough to damage him. But
but just him being... exactly.
When the Kryptonians, that's their race, right? Is that Superman's race? Yeah.
Yeah, the Kryptonians.
When the Kryptonians are on their own planet, where do they get their power from?
They don't.
They're not.
They have a red sun.
Okay, thank you. I haven't read the older shit. That's why I'm.
I mean, that's always been a thing.
He's only a superhero on a. Well, I mean,
he's only a superhero with a yellow sun, or in some cases, a blue sun, which acts like a yellow sun but more powerful. Okay. I believe.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you wanted to... It's tough because Yeah, this is hard. This is hard to do. This is hard to do because of how undefined the rules are, you know?
Hmm.
It depends on the individual story. Now, this
Yeah.
guy seems to think that Superman cannot be done well because of that. I don't think that's true.
No.
No, it's not true.
But I do agree that it's an issue. Because you don't
Yeah,
quite
but
understand his limitations. His limitations appear to depend on the work that you're reading.
Yeah. What I'm saying is,
Yeah,
Whereas,
and that
whereas
and
with
that
a
and
character
that
like
specifically.
Batman, whereas with a
Yeah,
character
go
like
ahead.
Batman, he kind of has pretty consistent weaknesses.
Yep.
You know, he's
but
he's only
then
human.
again,
He has his guilt
yeah, but
problems. He's got his parents and all that. That's pretty
His
consistent.
his psychological state as well
yeah, okay,
sometimes.
right.
Exactly.
So okay, but Superman has his own psychological state, which is obviously the opposite of Batman. Don't bring people. This is the problem. I'm not a huge fan of Superman, but to say that Batman's got all this with all these problems, what just because Superman hasn't got parental trauma and
Well, I was just no, no, no. I was just using that as an example.
Yeah,
What I was just
yeah,
talking
but
about
I'm
consistency. Well, no, no, no. I was just talking
yeah, but
about
I'm
consistency, though. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
I was just using it as
Yeah,
an
I know
example
that,
for
but Superman's
consistency.
also but Superman's also quite consistent when it comes down to that as well.
Do you think you can
Truth,
give me an
justice, and the
example?
American way.
Well, in fact,
Hmm?
well, in some cases, what Superman's gone through is even worse. He lost his entire planet.
Well, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not talking about how he's doing. I'm talking about
No,
what
no, no, no. I know, no, I
consistent,
know, no, I know. I'm
what
just
consistent
bringing it up.
rules,
I'm just bringing
what
it up.
Right,
consistent
right,
rules
okay.
is the protagonist forced to live by? That's what I'm talking
No,
about.
I know.
Well, I'm just trying to think. Well, the thing, like I say, I'm not the biggest fan of it. The biggest fan of Superman. I'm just trying to defend him as best I can. But when people put up against Batman, they are pretty much the same. They're just polar opposites of like
Yeah,
how they see the world, and that's why they work together with stuff. They both want the same thing. They just believe in doing it a different way.
yeah. That's the whole point of the dynamic between the two. Their morals are pretty much on the same alignment. They're just their methods and their morality are skewed in different directions, but they still ultimately do the right thing.
There's an episode in the animated series where it shows. I'm sure it. Oh no, it wasn't that. I think it was. Someone did a YouTube clip of it. It's like Superman Batman's way of dealing with kids. And it was literally Superman saves them and gives them a talk, and the kids are like, "Oh yeah, cool," and everything like that. Anyway, Batman saves this group of kids, and the kids are like absolutely terrified. And he's like,
I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember where that was, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, and it's like, but they're both heroes. But it's just like it's different things. But yeah, the argument of it's like Superman consistency. Well, Kryptonite's always damaged him and can kill him. He's always. It's always
I believe as of now, the real thing that Kryptonite does to him, at least Green, is nullify the solar cells, the yellow solar energy cells in his body.
I'm talking about if we take a look at his history, like we do with Batman, everything, to say what is consistent is Kryptonite is his weakness. Sun gives him power. But it's like when people say, "Oh yeah, but Batman's been shot by bullets," which with things that can kill him and everything like that, and he lives. So we're going to start talking about the consistency of bullets with things, things that can kill people. Because at the end of the day, there's a comic book. There's a bit of suspension of disbelief. It's whether they do it well enough, make you think, yeah, he could live through that. But the argument about the sun thing is an easy way to get round of it is at night he's weaker because there is no sun, or if he's in a room somewhere, there's no direct sunlight. Now, like I say, is it direct sunlight or is it sun? Because
no, it's just that. In most versions, it's just he just has his biology. Kryptonian biology is capable of like holding in a certain amount of solar energy in their bodies just in case, and it's like in certain situations he can still be like Superman and all. It's like even without any sunlight nearby, or he can survive for a little longer if he's like near Kryptonite or in a red sun.
Yeah, I know. So what I'm saying is right with Yokai's point is it just really does depend on the writer. what
Yes.
happens. So every argument you can do always falls back onto, well, it depends on the writer. And if the writer's rubbish, I mean, I joked earlier about mentioning All-Star Batman and Robin and everything like that, but that's crap.
Oh, that shit. That shit sucks.
Yeah,
that shit sucks ass.
Batman sucks in that, right? He absolutely sucks. Every character sucks in that, apart from woman with Nazi tattoo breasts, but because that's just so fucking funny. But really, these things always come down to the writer or the director or the author, whoever's doing their version of it. And that's the problem. That comes down to
that has always been the case. That has always been the case since the original creators of Superman from the 40s let him go.
Mm-hmm. But the same things can be said for Batman. But what you'll mostly hear is, Batman's amazing, Batman's wonderful. And even me as a Batman fan, I'm like, come on guys, calm down. Just chill a little bit.
All right, let's get going. Cyrek, thanks for the donation. He does know what he's talking about. He does know he's talking about Silver Age Superman, right? The original character was just a Superman. They gave him powers in the Silver Age because of the Comics Code Authority, and now they had control over all the comics and what could be shown within.
Yep.
That's true.
That's exactly it.
Here's Jake the Surgeon. Thank you. It was the Fletcher cartoon that had him fly.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, there you go. The Fleischer cartoons from, I think it was, right after the debut. I think, a few years after he debuted, yeah.
Yeah, because Kyle Rocket was asking, wasn't there an old Superman show where they had to draw Superman flying? I was like, wait a second, is that the George Reeves? Because they might have drawn the background, but not him. He was actually, laying down or being suspended.
No, but yeah, he's right. It was Fleischer. Okay. It was Fleischer.
Yeah.
And also, a fun fact before we go on with the video: Batman the Animated Series' initial design was based on the Fleischer Superman cartoon.
Yes. You can tell the Art Deco.
Yep.
And here's Jake again.
And the model sizes. Yeah, continue. Yeah.
Does this guy not know the sun doesn't make him infinitely powerful, as characters like Doomsday have beat him with raw power? The problem with Doomsday is he doesn't really have an upper limit. He's just sort of this force of control. Was it domination? What's his ability? I can't remember his.
He's pretty much a force of nature. He's pretty much an abomination of nature.
Yeah.
From a basic perspective.
Right. We're talking about a concept of control or domination. He represents whatever the universe is. He's basically a god.
And I believe it was the death of Superman that pretty much cemented the fact that Superman does indeed have his limits. After that fight with Doomsday.
Yeah.
Well, we do know Superman has been killed before, just not as ceremoniously and as large a budget as the death of Superman. So they planned that out a lot better than the multiple times they had before in the past.
And it was so impactful
to Sims as well.
And it was so impactful to the point where it made headlines in mainstream media.
Yeah.
That should tell you enough about that.
And then they tried it not really again with Superman Red and Blue, which was another joke, but that was not handled as well. But it was kind of like, oh, they're doing this with Superman? Okay. And that didn't go so well for about a year. Or a few months, rather.
But then again, it comes down to the same old argument of it's down to the writer.
Yes, what can we do with this extremely powerful dude? What would happen? He could split himself in two, and there's multiple versions of him and all this other crap. And you're like, that's weird. It's that's comics. That's what happens. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, but it could be done well.
That's fine. Yeah, it's true.
The skill of.
Here is John Doe, the average Joe. Thank you, sir. Kryptonite was introduced to explain a different replacement voice in the radio drama. The original voice actor got sick or was not available. Ooh, cool. That's a cool bit of trivia.
He's right on that. Yeah.
They had to hire a new voice actor, so they introduced Kryptonite to explain his voice change. Wow.
For the radio. You're right. I forgot about that. I forgot. But that and after that, it was later adapted to the Kryptonite canceling out the solar energy in his body. That was later. But yeah, he is right on that.
All right.
Oh, that's interesting.
Here's Kyle
That's quite an
Rocket.
interesting bit of trivia.
Like an old live-action Superman show where they drew him flying because they didn't know how to make someone fly. What year was that? I'm quite sure that's the George Reeves one, right? The black and white.
That one should be the George Reeves one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be like late 40s, early 50s. The George Reeves. That's the years you're looking at. Like the height of like Tinseltown Hollywood.
Yeah.
Mate,
Isn't it like with that movie Hollywoodland? Didn't Ben Affleck play him in that movie, or did he play him in something else?
Wait, what?
I know Ben Affleck's played George Reeves.
Really?
The hell?
Yeah. That's what it's a joke. He's played both. He's played both Batman and Superman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just look.
Oh,
just go on his IMDb. Yeah, Ben Affleck. I think it's Hollywoodland or something.
That's definitely interesting to know. I'll look that up later.
Yeah.
All right. Here's
he also played Daredevil. We don't talk about.
We don't talk about. All right,
moving on. Joe Crazy. Superman's heat vision also quickly drains his solar energy. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. That's the one power of all of his that drains the solar energy from his body the fastest.
But now that I know that, it does explain why he's not just using it all the time.
I still like the Smallville version. The only way he's able to generate heat vision is he gets aroused.
That was both fun. That was both stupid and funny at the same time.
Yeah, the way they did it was really cool.
It also brings up a lot of implications if he's using it in any fights now.
That's just Smallville. There hasn't been any allusion to that in the main DC universe.
Yeah.
I hope there never is.
The way they started it off was...
Choke me hard at Doomsday. Wait, what did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. You were saying Smud.
Well, it starts off where he's in school and he's watching a biology presentation, like a film on mating of animals, but the sub teacher is this hot lady in a dress. And it's
now I remember.
Yeah, and these little fire bursts just start shooting out of his eyes, little flickers. But it's see-through. It's not like red beams of death, right? It's just it's completely colorless. So he gets away with it, and then you see the screen light up in fire, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, fire!" So they run out of the building, and it's just
oh yeah,
that was done pretty well. And then he goes to tell his dad, weird thing just happened. I lit my school on fire. What do I do? Well, what happened? He explains, okay, I was watching this and this happened. Okay, fine. Gets a scarecrow, throws it in the middle of the field. He's like, practice on that. And then a minute later, it's bursts into flames. Dad, look. He's like, yeah.
I was like, holy shit. It's if I remember correctly, the heat vision in that scene in the classroom looked basically like a 60s Star Trek phaser effect or something, right?
Yeah, it was like a
they
fuzzy.
actually, if they wanted to do that, they could have done something really interesting psychologically with Superman with the arousal thing, because, okay, in psychology, arousal doesn't just refer to sexual arousal. It's a general emotional response to stimuli, like how we react when we're doing some form of performance. Doesn't have to be sexual. That's just one form of it.
Right.
But
my point generic is, joy or something.
But what I'm saying is they could have done something interesting with that, where if you're focused on a task, that's a form of arousal. It's just not sexual arousal.
Well, we're talking about
that's a form. I know that, but I'm just my point though is that they could have done something cool with that, where in order to control his powers, Superman has to maintain control over his psychological state. They could have done something cool with that, where
they could have
this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they could have gone to further scientific detail. We're talking about arousal in the skin sense. Your organs of your body are sensitive, like your skin. That's called the galvanic skin response. So there's this electrodermal response to fear, to sunlight, to sexuality, whatever. So it could be, the stimulus could be anything. The result is you tense up and your body goes, whoa. So yeah, you're right. It could be anything.
And they could have done something interesting in that he has to control for his real-time state. And at the same time, when you're doing something like Smallville, you can incorporate that to do something funny. Like when he's a kid and he's horny, it fucking happens. Right. That's great.
You know what?
Because you're taking this really interesting concept, and you can even throw slapstick in there when he's growing up.
Yeah. Just from the way you explained him controlling his emotions, I would bet they would have made like a Spock reference with that.
Well,
at least once.
They did an interesting thing.
Going off of how you explained it.
What they also did in the show is they gave Clark a red ring of kryptonite, which brought out his Kryptonian personality or whatever. So everything was like emotional to him, and that's how they explained him flying, because they said no flights, no tights in that show. So they had to get away with it. They created this red ring of kryptonite, and they show the same effect of the heat vision, where he's about to take off, and he puts his knees to the ground or whatever, and you see all these ripples of air underneath him, just of heat, just like billowing, when he's about to launch himself up into the air. So it's not just boom, you could fly like he's like a anti-gravity man. It's this process that he just naturally knows how to do, because in the first episode, the first time we see him, he's hovering, he's levitating over his bed, and he slams to the ground, scared out of his mind. So it's this.
I will always appreciate how they tackled his flight power in that show.
Right. Yeah. So they did some mature things there. There's some goofy things. It's a stupid show, but they actually thought it through to make things make some sense. So anyway. Yeah. That's enough of a tangent on Smallville. So,
yeah.
All I know is they should have a scene where Daddy Kent is desperately collecting all his Playboy magazines and burying them in the back garden somewhere. So
that would have been a pretty funny one-off gag after like the heat vision scene. That would have been clever.
Just it's like a dark night as rain, and Martha Kent and John Kent are just both digging a hole and just hiding anything that could turn on Clark.
It's like, hey, what are you guys doing? It's like, we're just putting some landfill in this hole.
Yeah. Sending little leaflets like "lock up your daughters" to the neighbours. Just trust us. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's just don't dig this stuff up. It's dangerous.
Here's Jake the Surgeon. Thank you, sir. I also find that people blow him being OP out of proportion when there are multiple characters as strong, if not stronger, some of which he's friends with. Yeah, there's all kinds of super powerful
Shazam. Characters. Shazam is the one that comes to mind.
Well, he's got magic powers. Yeah, he's really strong. So Superman has to fight him.
Isn't magic really powerful against Superman?
Yeah. He's weak.
He's not weak to it. He's just not invincible against it.
All right, okay.
Yeah, so Shazam can do some damage.
I remember hearing.
Well, I remember hearing some damage.
Magic's one of the few things. Yeah.
Not entirely. It's his weakness in that he's not invincible against it. Right. He's not as weak to it as he is to Kryptonite, for example.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
But he is vulnerable. That's the thing. So
vulnerable, yes, is the better term for it.
So Zatanna
not weak to
it. Also, this whole thing about Superman being OP, he gets punched up by Batman quite a lot. And I know Batman can be OP and stuff, but when they first did it, Batman wasn't OP in The Dark Knight Returns when they first did it. He's got slowly more and more. Batman gets overpowered ridiculously. Like, you want to talk about someone who's overpowered, Batman is always overpowered.
Yeah, despite
I'm a huge Batman fan.
age hitting him like a truck.
Fuck me. Yeah, but I'm a huge Batman man, but fuck me, does it get to the point where it's like, I mean, even I just roll my fucking eyes to half the things that Batman can do. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Especially in Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah. But I just...
In Dark Knight Returns, he gets his back broken. What are you talking about? He gets his ass kicked.
No, it's not. His back getting broken wasn't in Returns. That was in another comic. Forget which one it was, but that has. But it was in a.
No, Stop. Right.
I'm talking about the movie.
Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight Rises.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Oh, Rises. Yeah, Dark Knight Rises. There you go.
I was talking about the wrong thing.
All right.
Dark Knight Returns is the 80s comic.
Different
where Superman
thing.
and Batman
Totally
fight,
different
yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Anyway.
because but they only do the backbreak in Dark Knight Rises partly because they have Bane in there in the first place.
It's from
Yeah,
Nightfall.
the original event of him getting his back broken was in Nightfall.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when people bring up Superman being OP, they never bring up Batman being OP, and it feels like everyone just jumps to Superman. Because I feel there's a sort of a little bit of like a hatred because of how like decent Superman or Clark Kent is as a person. That's what I feel. I feel a lot of the venom comes because it's like he's seen as the Boy Scout of DC. I feel that's why he gets a lot of the flack for stuff. When you can easily put a lot of the same criticisms to Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lanterns, and all these characters, but we don't get the same flack as Superman. That's how it feels like to me. So yeah, when people say he's OP, I'm like, is he OP? Because most of the times I watch him, he's not OP. He just acts like most of the stories are just normal superhero stories. He fights a villain, gets beat the first time, gets better and beats him at the end. That's how most Superman stories go.
Yeah, and from my personal perspective, it's like people tell me it's like, oh, Superman's too powerful. It's like, you want to talk about someone that's too powerful? Look at Batman and how many like backup plans he has in case the entire Justice League goes rogue at once.
Yeah. I always remember
thinking he could take them all on like a jackass.
It's like
I actually really liked that. I thought that was cool, that episode.
Yeah, but everyone always remembers the World of Cardboard speech that Superman does in Justice League. But everyone always forgets the scene just after he says that, when Darkseid beats him up again.
That is true.
Superman doesn't actually win that fight, like what people like in the way that people think it does. Like he gets a couple of hits on Darkseid, but then Darkseid stops one of his punches and punches him so hard it sends him flying, and everyone forgets that. But everyone goes, "Oh look, that scene shows that Superman's OP because he was holding back." Yeah, so was Darkseid.
Yeah, and he got his all that happened.
Whatever you want to do.
Side, it's Darkseid. It's Darkseid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but it's like the best you can describe that situation as like Superman. Yeah, he stops holding back. He gets his second win, but guess what? He still loses because he's fighting against a goddamn new god. That hasn't changed. Darkseid still knows what Superman's coming with.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, people always point to that as like either a good, oh, this is really good, or like, oh, look, it's bad because he's overpowered. But everyone forgets the bit afterwards, which, like I'm saying,
he still gets his ass kicked.
A lot of people who talk about Superman always just really do cherry pick the bits and bobs where he's really powered, but like literally 5 seconds later in one of the famous scenes, it's like, he gets his ass kicked again.
All right, let's keep going here, guys.
Yeah, also, Batman dodges Omega beams in that episode.
Keep going.
Okay, move on. No, okay, now we're moving on.
All right, Cyrac, thanks. Thank you. Thank you for the donation there, Cyrac. The CCA ruined comics. Oh, but it's a big discussion. Let's not get into that. Before they were instated, comics were super diverse in content, and after they were instated, only superhero comics were being made, because it was the only way they could continue to be published without breaking the CCA. Ah, God, that's...
Yeah, but I guess that the superhero comics let them do all the wacky, silly, crazy shit.
Yeah.
And no one would bat an eye.
Yeah.
Gorilla
Grodd was not invented because he was a good character.
Indeed.
Here's Kyle Rocket. Just looked it up. It was 1948 Kirk Allen Superman, where they drew Superman flying. Really?
Oh.
Kirk Allen. Interesting. All right, here's Francis Ford Coppola. James Gandolfini should have played Superman. The S on his chest would have stood for soprano. Oh my God.
No.
I know. No.
It's like, what?
I heard that. I was thinking, are we talking about James like when he was younger, or literally in his Tony Soprano days? Because that would have been hilarious.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, well, he died a bit young as far as that goes, but
I mean, a fun fact for myself, like, his Superman symbol means hope, plain and simple.
Yeah,
It means hope in Kryptonian.
Hope spelled with a H, dumbass.
That's just the Kryptonian symbol for hope. That's what I mean.
Okay.
I get the joke, but no.
All right, here's Tyler Preston. Thank you, sir. Speaking of Smallville, they turned Green Arrow into Batman in later seasons for reasons? No, they didn't.
Wait.
No, they didn't.
Not really.
What are you talking about?
Not really.
I don't remember that at all. I only remember him being a simp for Lois because he was like, "Oh my God, this is the best thing in my life just walked out that door." Like, okay, whatever. Then he hooks up with what's her face?
See it. Was Lois in the way?
No. He dated Lois. Then he ended up hooking up with Chloe.
Lana.
No, Chloe.
Oh,
Chloe.
Was Lana?
Wait, in Smallville?
Yeah,
right?
Smallville.
Yeah, Chloe. Yeah.
So,
Also, Smallville Superman gives up his powers as well. That's now canon.
Well, that's late. Well, that's later. That's during the crisis that we find that out.
That still happened, and we know it wasn't.
I know. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying that it was during crisis that we found that out.
No, I just want to.
We still got Kingdom Come Superman.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, he's pretty powerful in Kingdom Come. So anyway, that's fine. That's fine. We can keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep going.
So, because he always has that unlimited source of power, you truly can never defeat him.
What?
Unless, like I said, you
Wrong.
get rid of the sun. Now, there are sort of ways you probably could combat this if you...
So, you know how many stories there are of Superman dying? There's at least 6, I think, throughout the years.
You know in the death of Superman.
We literally just mentioned the death of Superman. Yeah, we literally just mentioned that. It's like, the sun is hitting him right in the face every single second he's fighting Doomsday, and he still died.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Let me look at the list. It says 15 times he died.
That he's died.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I think another one of those was Blackest Night. If I remember correctly.
His life insurance payouts must be really low now. Yeah, just. Mr. Mann, you've died 15 times. We can't keep insuring you.
And these are modern color comics. These are not, from the 40s or 50s.
Yeah,
when's it? Do we have the earliest time, like when he died? Because if it's like just before Death of Superman, then it means most of his deaths have come in the last 30 years of his 80-odd year history.
I don't know it, but this is Justice League America 145. Let's see. Some of these are pretty old.
Does it say the years?
No, it doesn't. Except for the Death of Superman, the original, which is 1992, which is the famous one.
92. The same year Batman the Animated Series premiered. Holy shit.
There's one called Camelot Falls. And, they don't give me dates, unfortunately. But I do know there was at least 3 to 4 before that, and another one after 1992. So, but to know there was 15, that's nuts.
I personally count Blackest Night when he was turned into a Black Lantern.
Oh shit! That was nuts. That was just
That was absolutely batshit when that event happened. It's like, my God.
Yeah, don't give. They do this a lot. They just suddenly give heroes one of the many lantern rings, and you're like, oh no, what?
No, it's like.
Then again, Superman wasn't one of them. He was just turned into a Black Lantern early on, and then became a White Lantern with everyone else. But that's it.
It's a big.
But then in that case, everyone became a Black or White Lantern. It wasn't just a few people.
Yeah, it goes nuts with those. So I tend to avoid those stories. It's just they go over the top.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's still a good story.
Sure, it's just like everything goes crazy after that. You're like, oh no.
In the case of Blackest Night, that's the whole point.
No, I get it. It's just that it's not for me. I want something that makes sense, not just everyone's super powered now. You're like, oh my God, why?
Well, then again, Well, then again, it's only at the end when they all become White Lanterns. Only the very end, so whatever.
It's still a bit, yeah.
Okay, anyway. Francis Ford Coppola. The S symbol on Superman's chest stands for cock and ball torture from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia.
No. It means hope.
Unless you're Leather Boy.
Yeah, for Leather Boy, it definitely means C and B.
You could use it.
What's
S on his chest.
What does the S stand for? It stands for whips and chains. Do they excite you?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Here's Jake the Surgeon. Remember when Superman and Doomsday fought against, and Doomsday had become so powerful that he had to be sent to the beginning of time? No, I don't. Wow.
That is, yeah.
When,
well, in the DCAU was the Phantom Zone, but it was basically that same premise.
What?
In regards to him being such a danger that they had no other option.
Oh.
Didn't Batman vote against that? By the way,
he wasn't even there. He had been. He there was another incident where there was going to be a Kryptonite torpedo that was going to hit an island, and he went in head first to try to stop it, and he did.
Yeah. No,
that was during the fight. That was during the fight with Doomsday on the same island.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know in one of the episodes they send him there, and he's like, "Why do we do it? It's the only thing." Because I don't agree with it. I'm like, Batman, he's an unstoppable killing machine, bro.
Yeah, so that's supposed to allude to like the previous arc about the Justice Lords. It's like he's trying to prevent it, and it's like it's not going to happen anyway. But it's like they still have to address it.
But I'm a bit like, what Batman? What are you going to do? Throw a couple of batarangs at it? What
exactly?
Bro, he's literally destroyed. He's literally using Wonder Woman's spine, right, to play the xylophone on Superman's chest. I don't think you and Ace the Bat Hound are going to do much, against them. Throw a couple of smoke pellets at it. Go on.
Oh no! In
the
original comic book where Doomsday showed up. Hey, what's up? In the original comic books where Doomsday showed up, he literally walked through the entire Justice League with literally one hand tied behind his back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, not even kidding. Like, it was strapped behind him, like, caught with some supposedly unbreakable metal. And then at one point when Superman showed up, he's like, oh, huh, alright. And then he just broke out of it.
Yeah, he just broke out of it like it was nothing. It's like, finally, a real challenge. Let's like Tai Lung and Kung Fu Panda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, so it's another one of these things which is a bit
also, like, this motherfucker, does he know about magic? And Superman has an inherent resistance to reality warping things. Like, people have tried to go back in time and erase Superman from the time-space continuity, and they weren't able to do it. People tried to warp reality around him, and they weren't able to, actually affect him directly, which is a lot of what Mitch's Spitlick tries to do.
Yeah, but then again, he hasn't had those hacks for that long, compared to other things.
Yeah, however, he does not have any inherent resistance to magic. Now, this is one of the things that I will contend on people with because they say it's a weakness. Like, no, if you have a magic fireball that's only 600 degrees, it ain't gonna do shit to Superman. You need to bring your A game if you're gonna try and beat Superman with magic.
Yeah, that's what I brought up earlier. It's like he's not weak to it. He's just not. It's like with the right magic, with the person's using the right.
Mm-hmm. You got people like Morgan Le Fay, Cersei, Ares, Merlin the Magician, Zatanna, Zatara, Dr. Fate. Who else? Etrigan. All of those people have magic enough to fuck with Superman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, these fucking people. This is what happens. This is why gatekeeping is a good thing, because these people come in, they spout their bullshit, not knowing anything about what the fuck they're talking about.
These people come to you and they say it's like, oh, fucking Wingardium Leviosa from Harry Potter can damage him. It's like, no!
Like, no, you fucking idiot, no! What, you're gonna Sectum Sempra? You're gonna fucking knock his cape off? Oh, that did a whole fucking lot, Harry Potter. Alright, Superman's gonna crush your fucking skull now.
Oh, I'd pay money to see Superman crush Harry Potter's skull. I'd just that'd be.
But
that would arouse me so much. I'd have laser vision. You know.
I was surprised no one has done like a parody animation of Harry Potter just one-shotting Superman with magic just to fuck with everyone.
Oh God, I would. If someone did that, I would find them and kill them.
Yeah.
Me too.
Anyway,
like, this is not a game.
Anyway, let's keep going, guys. Here's Jake the Surgeon. Doomsday once punched a hole in the Phantom Zone. Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
It's,
But there's a reason why in the Hunter Prey comic book, Superman got an upgrade with, like, mother box tech and all kinds of fucking weapons, and he still had to find a new god to help him. And even with Light Ray's help, they had to fucking throw him into the end of time in order to defeat Doomsday.
Mm-hmm. Doomsday is OP to hell.
Yeah, he is. Doomsday is OP without a doubt.
No, he
Doomsday
evolves powers mid-battle.
Yeah, Doomsday is the second most powerful entity in the DC universe after Batman.
The only reason why we didn't initially get a fight with Doomsday in the animated universe was because Justice Lord Superman had the foresight to just heat vision his brains out.
Him. Yeah, lobotomize him.
And then guess what? A couple months later, oh hey, I grew my brain back.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. It's like even with that, even with the one thing that could possibly have ended him for good, he still survived.
All right.
It's just wow.
Let's keep going.
I had a superhero who can basically engulf Superman in like a bubble that is completely dark and he never can get out. And it also blocks out the outside world, including the sun. But I don't think there are any supervillains that have that ability, and if there are, then that seems like something that should have happened.
All right, so
Mirror Master?
Yeah, we have Flashpoint Paradox that showcased another alternate Superman that was trapped in that government facility, and he was exhibited to red radiation, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, you know who?
For pretty much all his life.
Red. Didn't he also do that in Superman Red Sun as well?
Yes. You know what supervillain has incredibly powerful radiation abilities? Major Force. The evil equivalent to Captain Atom. You know what Major Force can do?
Yeah.
He can turn his body, the radiation that is his body, into red sun radiation.
Yeah.
And and in terms of Kryptonite, it's like I think Firestorm is enough to take him out in that respect. It's like Firestorm could just make the most powerful as fuck Kryptonite ever, and he could just kill Superman with it.
Hal Jordan is capable of creating Kryptonite radiation with the Green Lantern ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a common sense kicks in, and he just doesn't do it because they're friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the idea that you've got to make a bubble to put Superman in to beat him, I'm like, no, you don't, because he's been beaten before with other things. It's his point is wrong, and I
mean, at least Injustice had the foresight to put like the evil Superman in a prison surrounded by red radiation, but even then,
they had to break him out to defeat Brainiac.
Yeah, voiced by Jeffrey Combs of all people.
Which is a good choice. I like that.
He does everything. So I'm not surprised.
He does a fuck ton of shit. He does a fuck ton of stuff for DC, Star Trek. It's like he's everywhere. He was everywhere in the 90s, early 2000s.
I love Wayne so much.
Yeah.
He did a damn good Scarecrow too in season 4 of Batman.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I prefer that design so much more than the original.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, not even Arkham matches up.
Here is Francis Ford Coppola. Superman, for all his strength, can't pronounce Worcestershire sauce. What?
It's Worcester. Worcester.
Worcestershire. Oh my Jesus! Oh my God!
What? Wait. Say that again. Is it the fact that he can say it right or can't?
Can't.
He can't.
It's not Worcestershire, because it's not Worcester. Oh,
yeah. Jesus.
Jesus.
All right.
Every bit of my British body is just like fuming at that pronunciation. Just cool.
Yeah. And I'll just say this one right now from Jake the Surgeon. It's like true form Darkseid could just stand in Superman's universe and it'd destroy the entire multiverse. That is true. Yeah, because for those who not in the know, it's like when, let's say, Superman and Darkseid are face to face, like just standing in front of each other, it's like that's not the actual Darkseid per se. It's like the true form Darkseid is just a monumental giant, because what the boom tubes do is change the size of people when going between New Genesis and Apocalypse and the rest of the multiverse.
Well, there's that, and the fact that every new god, good and bad, their consciousness, the real them, resides in a higher plane of existence. It's called Fourth World. And so every version of Darkseid is the one Darkseid. It says that those are the avatars that he uses to manipulate the universes that he can't go into because he'd destroy him if he did.
Yeah, no matter what universe in the DC multiverse you go into, it's always going to be the exact same Darkseid.
Yeah, just like it's the exact same Orion, the exact same High Father, the exact same Scott-Free.
Yes, even the exact same Granny Goodness.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Come to Granny, honey
fucking
buns.
screw Granny Goodness in Final Crisis. It's like, fuck her.
Yes.
She's a bitch in that one. And it's the fact that for most of that story, we don't even know it's her the way she is until she's actually revealed. It's like, fuck you, bitch. Alright, moving on.
Yeah.
By now. Another problem with Superman being weak to magic is he's already so very fast, he could just go after the conjurer of the magic and take them down before they can leave their spells.
Not necessarily.
So basically,
there's
no real problem with magic.
Dude, have you heard of Black Adam?
Both of them, both Black Adam and Shazam, both of them.
Yeah, I still say Captain Marvel. I don't give a fuck.
I just interchange the two. Whatever.
But yeah, like you can boost your magic, your super speed with magic. That is not hard. It has been done.
Well, so
say what you want about magic.
Knows where the people are, as well.
More or less.
Super fast doesn't mean being super fast doesn't mean you know exactly where the person is straight away.
Mm-hmm. And
not even the Flash family that knows that.
But yeah, and certain magic users like put defenses on themselves.
Yeah.
Like simple course correct. Simple.
Yeah, whether or not you believe Superman is weak to magic, whether he isn't, it's like that's still a thing. They still, again, they put up those defenses anyway, no matter who they're fighting.
Yes.
His argument here is
there's a precedent.
Superman can be fast, so being fast means he can beat everybody. No.
Yeah, but even then, it's like the Flash family's still faster, just because of the Speed Force.
Like, dude, I had a friend of mine straight up convince me that the Flash could beat Superman because he showed me Jay Garrick being able to use the Speed Force to just steal Superman's momentum.
At this point in the DC universe, Jay's an old fart. He can't do shit compared to the other Flashes.
That's true. Well, of course, but I mean, even if Jay Garrick of all people can steal Superman's momentum and completely immobilize him, then what the fuck is Superman? If Barry or Wally did it, then fuck yeah. Like they can easily do it too because they're a lot more powerful than Jay Garrick is.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying with this argument here is just he's fast, so he should be able to stop everything. No, that's not an argument.
I mean, remind me as of recently, which one of the two is better overall, Wally or Barry? I always forget.
I think Barry has better control over the extra Speed Force abilities that you get when you can tap into it, but Wally is straight up faster at just running. Yeah. From what I recall, Wally has more, per se, he has more raw potential, right? Yeah, and Barry's more practiced with it.
Exactly. He's just had it for longer, plain and simple.
All right. Here's John Doe,
All right.
the average Joe. Can't kill Doomsday the same way twice if this is Darwin's dream. Okay. I mean...
I mean, that literally is true in the DC. That's literally true in the animated universe because Doomsday, it's like sees the lobotomy coming again, and it's like, nope, not gonna work a second time, bitch.
I mean, it's not that he saw it; it's that it was literally happening at his forehead when it happened. He was like, "Oh shit! Oh fuck!" And then he punched those bone spikes right in Superman's eyes.
The second time it's like, yeah, it ain't gonna work a second time, bitch. Do what you want. It ain't gonna. Do what you want. That's not gonna win you the fight this time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's Francis Board Coppola. I can tell this guy is morbidly obese just by hearing him breathe. We saw a picture of him. He actually posted his own picture, I think 30 seconds in for whatever reason, but I don't know. Maybe he's just close to the mic. It's possible. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's probably, yeah.
Not a big deal.
Some weird...
We will destroy him based on his arguments, not on his breathing. That's okay.
Yeah.
Kyle Rocket.
Just...
Darkseid's essence was beat by Superman's singing. Oh.
That was
Final Crisis. That was in Final Crisis with I think it was the Miracle Machine.
Yeah. And he had to vibrate his throat muscles at a very specific frequency to disrupt True Darkseid. Which is really stupid. I would have preferred if they had dusted off the Thought Robot again to try and take on True Darkseid. Would have made more sense than the Miracle Machine.
Yeah, but at the very least in that case, he had to give it literally everything he had plus the Miracle Machine. So
yeah.
And that had been set up for since pretty much the beginning of the story anyway, so whatever.
Interesting.
I still would have preferred Thought Robot.
Yeah.
Here's Jake the Surgeon. This fool knows that Wally West's speed is immeasurable? Is it?
Yeah.
His speed is immeasurable? In a way, yes.
Wally West is faster than instant intergalactic teleportation.
I thought the Speed Force was limited, like it runs out eventually.
Does it?
If there's too many people using it at once, in
that case, yeah. In that case, it at the very least it gets stretched to its limits.
All right.
At the very least. If it's just one person using it, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if it's just one person, it's pretty much limitless.
All right, cool. Here's Joe Crazy. Remember that Justice League and Ruby crossover comic? Whoa! I wish I didn't.
No.
The thing radiates desperation.
Yeah, we do not speak of that comic.
Wow, that's a thing. Holy
that comic. It's a thing, and it did not need to exist. I'll just
Wow. Thanks for ruining Smudcast.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks.
I just imagine Blake and Batman in a dark corner together.
Meanwhile, I'll take the one from Cyrek. Wally West can fly by vibrating his atoms through the air. Wally, Barry, and Bart Allen are the only speedsters to outrun the Black Flash, which is true. Not even Jay could do it.
They're faster than death itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Barry was able to outrun the Black fucking Racer for 23 years. It's just a guy on skis in the Speed Force. I'm not even joking.
Bears, are you driving, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want another road rage highlight.
Here we go.
Yeah, I know. I'm just hearing noises in the background. I'm like, Bears, you're okay. That's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it sounds like one of you guys is driving a fucking truck or something.
No.
It's Bears in the Bearmobile.
Okay. Let's keep going with these. Berserker.
Oh god.
Yeah, and now Alex Haley will. So like Fate Hercules can't kill him the same way. I don't get what he's saying there.
The Fate series, there's Hercules. He has the 12 labors, meaning he has pretty much 12 lives. I don't think that's what it means. Alex, you'll have to explain that because I remember I see him getting killed. There's that one shot by Saber and Hero or Shiro. They kill him like 7 times with the one shot. So I don't know. I think that's different.
Oh, that's some shit.
Yeah, it's much different than Doomsday. Doomsday, he adapts to everything, so like really quickly.
Mid-fight.
Well, the way Heracles is in
Mid-fight.
9 lives is I think he just has 9 lives, like not infinite lives.
12.
They're 12,
12.
but I do recall that line in the first Fate series on TV that they shot him 7 times with that one blast. So anyway,
Yeah, see, unfortunately, Heracles is not like a cat, so he has more lives.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay, Jake the Surgeon. Why can I never escape Ruby? Dude, just don't
Because
bring it
it's
up.
that bad.
Don't bring it up.
Wait,
His
yeah,
noble
why
phantasm
can
is 9
why
lives.
can I
I
never
have
why
him in the
why
game. It's
can
9
I
lives.
yeah why can I never escape Ruby? Well, let me just mention Ruby again. Well,
All right, now wait. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, but yeah, let's move on.
Let's keep going.
yeah, let's keep it.
With magic, and he's too fast for the magician.
No.
Now let's get into more of the meat and potatoes of why Superman just doesn't work as a good superhero.
Okay.
Oh,
His strength.
fuck me.
He is known as the strongest superhero in all of the known universe. And he's proven that time and time again, lifting...
No,
Physically
he's in his
strongest.
his hero, but
Physically
If this
strongest.
guy mentions the Book of Infinite Pages, I swear to God.
Oh, you mean
Because
the
that's
Book
the
of
one
Infinite
ev-
Pa-
Yeah,
you mean
that's
Book
the
of
one
Infinite Pages
everyone
that
brings
isn't
up.
Infinite weight. I hate
Yeah,
that.
and that everyone brings that up, and it pisses me off so much because first of all, he wasn't doing that alone. He was with who was it that was helping him? Ultraman?
Captain
That
Marvel.
was with Captain Marvel, and then Ultraman on his own tried to do it and still failed.
Yeah. And at the same time, that book does not contain literally every book by weight. It is just a book that you can flip through it and find every book in it. It's a magical item.
A more apt name for it isn't the Book of Infinite
I
Pages.
think it's more likely
I think
that
a better
it's a
name
book
for it.
that's as tall
better-
as Trump Tower.
A better name for it would be the Infinity Book. There.
Yes.
And also, and another one that pisses me off is like I think it was between him. I think it was between Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, Shazam, lifting the Spectre. You remember that one?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, he weighs as much as eternity. Or
Exactly, and in that case they fail too. And it's like those two examples, everyone brings them up, and it pisses me off so much
It's like,
because
yeah,
he
shit,
fails.
yeah,
He wasn't
it's like,
alone,
great.
and he failed.
He's like, great, sure. You know, Superman lifted a portion of infinity and
Dude, you
held it
sound
for
like
a
you're in
minute.
fucking Gotham.
Are you okay there, Bears? Jesus.
It's not my fault everyone around me can't drive. That was already coming at me.
Berserker is secretly the Joker. Batman's right behind him in the Batmobile.
There's so many sirens going off just then.
He's in Gotham. You're right, he's in Gotham.
Listen, I've only hit like 12 bikers so far, right? I'm below my daily record as it is.
You have a red sky on top of you, that means there's a crisis
It's
about to
just
happen.
that everything around you is so much more pronounced than you are.
Yeah, that's what made me laugh so much. Bears is going
Like,
yeah,
I'm just talking to a city, and you're in the fucking background of the city.
It's just like you guys just hear meat squelching noises that I tear
So
people apart
stupid.
limb from limb.
I am loving this Smudcast so far, seriously.
It's so stupid! I hear a fucking siren now, what's this?
You know, it was literally Bears is getting this long and
Just
detailed
make sure you don't. Just make sure you don't have a red sky on top of you.
You didn't hear it because it sounded like a fucking night out in Detroit in the background.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I was expecting gunfire.
But listen, I took care of the SWAT team. All right, everything's fine. We can keep going.
Okay, let's try and keep going, folks. Here's Alex Halo. Anything that kills him, he becomes immune to it, and he regains the lives over time. And Yokai, 9 lives. This is the name of his sword.
That's
his,
Fate Hercules, right?
9 lives is his noble phantasm.
All right.
9
I'll
lives
take the one from.
Which is really weird. There's actually people talking about it because, you know, he gets 1 life for each feat that Heracles completed in the tale, but he completed 12 feats, 12 labors rather. But he gets 9 lives, so there's people like debating that. I don't know, maybe Type Moon fucked it up. I don't know.
I'll take the one from Cyrek again. It's like Doomsday
what,
Clock also has
did they confuse Heracles for a random cat?
maybe. I mean, Zeus
Like, why
has
is
been
it 9 lives and not 12? But yeah, it's weird.
Listen, his
I mean-
cat,
Well,
his
he kills,
cat
well, he
was
kills,
named
he kills that
Hercules.
lion. Yeah, no, but he kills a lion, which is a cat.
Yeah.
And he can wear that as like a headdress.
Well,
so does he?
Well,
get
no, wait a
9
minute.
lives?
If he completes 12 labors and he kills a cat and he gets 9 lives from the cat, he should have the 9 cat lives plus the 11
21.
other labors on it.
This is
So
a
he should have
stupid
20
discussion,
lives.
and I'm not going to
20
partake in
lives.
it anymore.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. Me, Gingham, and the city of Gotham can easily have this discussion between the 3 of us. So,
I mean, you guys are hearing that shit, right?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
we know you're.
yeah,
we get
yeah.
it. You're in Gotham.
It
moving
sounds
on.
like he's across the street.
Kinda.
Listen,
yeah,
Listen.
it's great.
I hear
committing
9
murder,
cars and sirens, and then way in the background, yep, yep,
listen.
It's like
He's just
it's
way
like
out in
10
the
feet away,
background.
like 20 feet away from him. Commissioner Gordon's ready to shoot him.
Listen, there are snipers covering the position where my mic is right now. I have to be away from it for a minute.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
The laser sights on his.
All right, let's
I'm
move.
like, why? I'm like, literally, I just looked at it. I'm like, why are you using laser sights instead of a rifle scope? You alerted me to your position. Now I'm gonna go away. Y'all dumb.
All right.
Y'all dumb.
Because laser sights
Y'all
look
wonder
cool.
why this keeps happening.
Because laser sights look cool.
Yeah, but they dumb. Also, they
But they
don't work
cool.
at sniper. They don't
All
work
right,
at sniper range.
But they cool.
All right, let me just. All right, moving on. Let me take this one from Cyrex since it's more DC lore. It's like Doomsday Clock also has some of the best dialogue between Dr. Manhattan and Superman. Manhattan explains that every universe needs Superman because he is the light in the darkness. And he's paraphrasing. It's like, yeah, that is true, but still. It's like there has to be Superman has to exist for that reason, but it's like it kind of sounds kind of stupid at the same time.
Yeah. No, let's carry on with this video and see what his point about him being strong is. Because, yeah.
Right.
Objects that easily would crush anyone. But the thing is,
No.
Oh, that's another one. The planet, moving a planet with the. That's another one. Fuck.
He just showed, like, oh my god, like he's moving, things that could literally crush anybody while he shows a picture of Green Lantern assisting Superman in moving the planet.
Yeah.
Away
That's
from
another one people bring up to piss people off.
Away from a Sun Eater, if I remember correctly.
That too.
And this is a completely different continuity. I love it when people just Google image search Superman strong and think it's all the same fucking thing, as if the DC multiverse doesn't exist.
So this is All-Star, as everyone knows?
This is All-Star, yes.
Yeah, the one where Superman overdosed on yellow sunlight energy and was dying of super cancer.
Yeah, the one where they use him being OP as a legitimate plot point.
Uh-huh.
And I mean a good plot point at the end.
Yeah, I always hear positive things about All-Star Super.
Especially the animated version. It's like, I think that was the last thing Dwayne McDuffie did before he died.
Oh, don't remind me Dwayne McDuffie's dead.
Does,
Man,
bad.
I was having a good
I
time.
mean, well, that movie's damn good anyway, so it's like,
Yeah, it's
makes
okay.
up for it.
Yeah. It's a good send-off to that man.
Indeed.
All
He gives a lot
Here's
of good
Tyler. Here's Tyler Preston. Why is Quetzalcoatl a blonde waifu in Fate? Because it's Fate. Dude, come on. That show exists for waifus. Come on.
What?
And who's Bondos?
Like, did he
Therefore-
really just ask
therefore
why
Smud
the
would know
Japanese? Did he really ask why the Japanese turned a thing into a big titty anime waifu? Does he know the
Dude.
Japanese?
They do it with everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
You should look up what they did with Da Vinci.
Yeah.
bro. They turned World War II into a high school teen boy drama.
Yeah. Don't
Wait.
remind me.
I thought that's what World War II was originally.
Shut
Well,
up.
I mean, that was a middle-aged
That's how
man
it
drama.
started.
Oh yeah, that's how it started. No one would go to the prom with Hitler, so Hitler just
What
went.
was it?
I mean,
Canonical.
Oh no, that one Jewish girl turned down Hitler's prom invitation and it just spiraled from there.
Oh. Oh, that's so disrespectful.
reminds me
know,
of that
that's why it's
Family
funny.
Guy clip of the big, strong Jews making fun of a scrawny Hitler.
I remember that too.
And Hitler's there.
That was
curling
funny.
5-pound dumbbells and shit.
That was funny.
Yeah, but remember, who was it that punched Hitler in the face? It wasn't Superman. It was Captain America.
Captain America. I mean, Superman just straight up grabbed him by his scruff like he was a child
Didn't
and
Sylvester
put him in jail.
Stallone do that too?
Grabbed him by the collar and just told him, "Give up or else," and the war ended.
No, he literally just dropped him in an American jail. Like,
I know.
Superman. Superman at the time was also too busy slapping Japanese people.
Which is its own issue. So
Yeah. Superman says, like, oh no, Superman, no. Like, this is why propaganda in comic books is not a good thing.
No.
all right, now let's move on.
Strong, that means no one really compares to him. There's no one that's as strong. Doomsday is known as the guy who can kill him, but the thing is, he hasn't exactly succeeded. In Superman,
Yes,
He
he
did.
did. Yes, he did kill Superman, you jackass.
So it's called the death
Also,
of Superman.
Darkseid. Also, Darkseid is stronger than Superman.
It's like
I talked about that with
screw
DC.
the retcon of Superman actually being in a healing coma. No, he died.
Yeah. Yeah.
He died.
Yeah.
I would much rather a resurrection than healing coma. I'm like,
Yeah, but it's a stupid as hell retcon anyway. Yeah, they did plan to bring him back anyway, but still, it's a stupid way to explain it.
like, if you plan to bring him back, just resurrect him with magic or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, can I just say, Smud, what was the number of times Superman's died?
15.
Was it 15?
15.
Yeah.
Times. So 15 times he's died. So yeah. Just gonna say bullshit to this whole.
All right, so
Yeah, and by default, Death of Superman being the most well known of them all, but that goes without saying.
Yeah. Also, killing doesn't mean you can defeat someone without killing them.
Yeah.
Or are all these people just, Zack Snyder fans who can't grasp that you don't have to murder every single person in your way to succeed?
Well, he's talking on a very superficial and surface level. We can say that Superman's intelligence, while high, is nowhere near as Batman's or Lex's or all these other. What's the rating that Brainiac gives people? Like the rating, like from 1 to 10. Like there's this intelligence level.
Was it 1 to 10 or 1 to 7?
1 to 12, I think.
I know that Lex.
Oh, 12.
Lex is of number 10.
Lex is 12th level.
Oh, he's 12th. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Lex is 12.
Okay, so there are limitations to his abilities, and he's certainly not the smartest guy in the world. So
No.
he's not some amazing perfect dude, and we get that.
Yeah.
But this guy's like,
So-
no, he's strong.
He's still a farm boy from Kansas. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what people always say to him.
And on a quick side note, it's like the best example of Lex Luthor being exemplified as a 12th level intelligence was, I hate to bring it up again, but it was in the animated universe where he survived the full force of the Source Wall, just to get the anti-life equation to beat Darkseid.
Lex Luthor is really smart.
Yes.
And, yeah, but Superman's not. Superman's not retarded, but he's just an average guy. So
In comparison
like, Superman's an honor roll student, and his arch nemesis is like Einstein times 12.
Yeah.
yeah,
Literally.
so you can get defeated in that way. Like I say, he's equating killing someone is the only way to defeat people. It's like, no. What? So Batman never defeats anybody then?
I literally brought up earlier, the Flashes can just steal his momentum and immobilize him. What's Superman gonna do? He doesn't have access to the Speed Force.
He'll just jog.
Superman doesn't have access to the Speed Force. He never has.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as the Flashes get a hair or some evil speedster like Eobard Thawne, as soon as one of them steals his momentum, he's fucked. Until another speedster returns his momentum to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I say, it just seems very strange that the guy. I'm sticking to what the video is saying. He's literally putting death as the only way to count as a defeat.
Exactly, and again, Batman hasn't.
Which is a yeah.
And by that logic, Batman hasn't done jack shit in the decade or so he's been active.
Yeah, nor has Green Lantern, nor has the Flash, nor has these other superheroes who don't kill.
Martian Manhunter.
So really, the Joker's the biggest winner in the entire DCEU because he just murdered everyone left, right, and center.
Yeah. You could say, yeah. All right.
Let's go.
And Doomsday. Him and Superman fight, and of course, Superman does the ultimate sacrifice to kill Doomsday, and everyone believes Superman is officially dead.
I thought he said Doomslayer for a second.
And
no, I didn't.
It's sad, it is, but the thing is, by the end of it, you come to find out Superman didn't actually die. He was actually just beaten within an inch of his life.
What?
Yeah, the healing coma. That's what I was saying.
This world, the laws of...
Someone just press pause. Right. Beaten to within an inch of your life. I don't count that as a win.
Yeah, that ain't a win.
Okay. If someone said to me, right, you can either beat this guy and he gets counted a loss, or he can beat you to within an inch of a life, and that's a win. I'd be like,
this guy is functioning on "but did you die" rules. Like, that's it. But did you die though?
Yeah, but did you die? Yeah,
but did you die though?
But Doomsday didn't kill Superman. So Superman technically
did.
won. No,
yes, he did.
No, he didn't win.
In the original, yes, he did. Fuck the healing coma. He died.
According to the retcon, we have to go with the canon.
Okay, hold on. Let him explain the retcon.
It's dumb.
Right. No, but what I'm saying is, for this guy's argument, it literally is. Yeah, he didn't die, so it doesn't count as defeat. No, being beaten to within an inch of your life still counts as a defeat.
It is defeat.
I don't understand this guy.
By this argument,
this guy's logic.
By this argument, Vegeta is overpowered for losing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Saiyans get Zenkai boosts, so.
By this.
Well, in the case of the Saiyans, in the case of a Saiyan, even a defeat is a win because of the Zenkai boost.
Well, unless they die, then that's a loss.
Well, yeah, but
unless
that's a consequence of not being
as
good as somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ray's a perpetual loser by this guy's logic, because it only counts if you get beaten to within an inch of your life. So,
I fucking love this.
Send this guy to the home for infinite losers, goddamn.
So what I'm asking for is, I think we should redo the Star Wars trilogy where Rey constantly gets beaten to within an inch of her life, just so that she can win. I think for representation, we should see a woman get beaten repeatedly.
Just gets put into a forced coma.
This is what a stupid fucking argument. He won because he's not dead. Okay. I mean, there's positives, but it's not a win. It's like in sports. Yeah, but your entire team didn't die, so does it count as a loss? No.
Listen.
Still a loss, damn it.
Just because you have a compound fracture to your femur, your team still won the game, so it's a win. Like,
Just because someone didn't gun down Tiger Woods at the Open doesn't mean he lost that last round.
The last swing.
Fucking hell. I just...
These kinds of people, I swear. So dumb, so high off their rocker.
But did you die?
But did you die though?
Did you die though?
What a stupid argument.
Oh gee, I wonder if the guy still standing right in front of me died. That's basically what he's saying.
Well then, Jason Todd didn't lose the Joker because he only got beat to an inch of his life.
That too, yeah. No, actually, no. Well, no, in all seriousness, yeah, no, Jason died. He was brought back.
Don't ruin the joke. Don't ruin the joke, Gingham. Don't ruin the joke.
No, that time I'm ruining the joke. Jason did die.
Hold on. Does a Lazarus Pit dip count in the "but did you die though" rules?
No.
Yeah, because health coma now doesn't count, or whatever, or even ready. Consistent rules in your Digidida.
Oh, let's not bring up Rachel Ghoul. That's not going to help. Anyway, let's keep going.
Rachel Roz, because it keeps changing every 2 fucking minutes.
No, it's always been Rachel.
It's always been Ra's al Ghul. It wasn't until Arkham that they mispronounced it Raish.
No, it has always been Raish.
Yeah, it's Raish, yes. And then Batman Begins used Ra's anyway just to fuck with people.
No, I've always heard Ra's until Arkham where they said Raish.
It's supposed to be Raish.
It's Raish.
It's Raish.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, see,
that's amazing because that's great because I prefer Raish. I'm glad I'm wrong.
Yeah, Batman Begins used Ra's because they are stupid.
Yeah, the reason for
even Batman Beyond clarified that.
The voice.
Dude, Batman Beyond clarified it in a scene. It's like I think
it's whatever you want it to be. Al Ghul.
No. It's like Batman Beyond literally said it's like someone called him Ra's, and then Raish says no, it's actually Raish. It's a common misconception. That's because they know.
Anyway,
they know the shit going on with his name.
Anyway, here's Cyrek in the super chat. Superboy Prime punched the universe to pieces. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay.
Yes.
That was, I think, Infinite Crisis.
All right. Here's another one. Superboy Prime's punch brought Jason back first.
Nope. Lazarus Pit. Nope. Lazarus Pit.
Bears.
That didn't count. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to this.
Yep. Exactly, Hawk. Exactly.
Yeah, but
Superboy Prime so much.
This comes to a point that I made earlier, as in people seem to overlook all these different things of OP stuff and silly stuff with a hell of a lot of other characters in DC, and then turn all the venom onto Superman.
Yeah, when Superman's
really
a high mid-tier in the DC universe.
Yeah, and when Batman is actually the OP one, that's actually a bad thing.
Yeah.
And no one cares because they love Batman so much.
Yeah, and I come as a real big Batman fan into this argument, and I'm like, I want to defend Superman because I feel that he gets too much slack.
He gets too much flack, Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And yet Batman's the actual OP one. It's like has backup plans for his fucking backup plans. It's like has contingencies for literally everything, and no one bats an eye.
Though it's so cool though.
Yeah, but
Justice League Doom did it right, and it's like he just has in case they betray him, and that's it.
Listen, it's cool. It's cool when Dr. Doom does it. Not so much with Batman.
No,
Batman, you have to play it.
With
Batman, you gotta do it. You gotta write it in a certain way so that it actually makes quantifiable sense.
All right,
but the problem with Batman's plan for Superman is, I'm gonna make his skin translucent so he gets more power. Wait a minute. Your plan to defeat Superman when he's betraying you is to make him more powerful. I thought you were a genius, Batman. What are you doing?
The thing when you're giving Batman a contingency plan, that's when it starts to hit that you don't want it to come off as contrived. Like that's when you start to hit detective novel territory, where depending on how it's written, it's either going to be contrived or it's all going to make sense if you analyze it.
Well, you want to know what Batman's contingency plan for himself is?
Superman.
The Justice League.
No. The rest of the Justice League,
yeah, it's the Justice League.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. And it's like
that wasn't supposed to. Well, actually,
I'm just trying to expand on this.
Okay, that was when he was just having a heart-to-heart moment with Superman when he said that.
No, I know.
He actually made a file for himself where he explained how you can. Yeah, he did do that.
No, but if a writer wants to come. But if a writer wants to come along and take that to its logical extreme, if Batman goes rogue, he just uses the contingencies he has for everyone else and just screws everyone over.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my file on how to defeat me. Superman, use your powers in any way.
Yeah.
No, how to defeat me, right? Here is a file. Take a gun, aim at my mouth.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, actually, no. His
Superman,
plan.
Superman, use your microscopic and telescopic vision and fry my entire face.
No, Superman, flick me in the face with your middle finger. Instantly.
No. This he actually did. You can look this up on YouTube, the Agamemnon contingency files, and the final contingency is Codename Detective, where he tells them what to do.
That's on DCU Online, right?
Well, look, I don't know what the fuck it's from. I don't remember. All I know is it was really badass. But here's what he does. He says, he basically predicts. It's somewhat subtextual, but he basically predicts that if he was to go rogue, it would be because he had a warped sense of justice and how to protect Gotham. So basically, he made this file in case everybody else thinks he's wrong. Because if that's the case, then it's possible that he is wrong. So he said, if that happens, what you have to do is you would most likely want to take someone that I care about as hostage, and you would want to make me think that they're in danger, things like that. Things that would still work. You understand?
Yeah,
that was the point.
What if he's written in a way where he doesn't care about anyone?
Like, Superman, breathe on me a little too hard.
Okay, no, in all seriousness, I can actually look that video up if you guys want to watch it after we finish with this video. If you want,
that's such a cool video. My favorite contingency is his one for fucking Green Lantern. It's great.
I'll look it up and we'll watch it after. We'll watch it to end this Smudcast like we did last night.
Yo, Hal, I made a sex bot of your girlfriend, you fucking simp. You suck.
Alright, let's move on. I'll look that video up. We can watch it at the end.
Here's 360. Batman has plot omniscience. He has prep time. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Cyrex.
So much prep time to the point where it's like, I hate him sometimes.
Cyrex right on this one. Go ahead and
Darkseid knows he's in a comic book. Oh shit! Refuses to accept that his legacy could be written by beings lesser than himself.
Oh, also, before I forget to say this, not only did he make his prep time, not only did he make his file for how you would get me if I became rogue, he also said, when he was arguing with them, I don't remember who said it at the chair, but when they were at the table with the Justice League, one of them said, how would you like it if we made contingencies like about you and stuff? We're not going to do that. And he said, then you're naive.
I think it was Superman that said that. Either Superman or Wonder Woman.
No.
One of them.
It was Wonder Woman.
It was Wonder Woman? Okay.
Yeah, like Batman was saying, you should have contingencies about me that I don't know about, and it's a problem that you don't.
Like, I think Wonder Woman said, it's like, we wouldn't do anything like that for you, and he just said, then you're damn fools.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good. That's one of my favorite fucking scenes.
Yeah, Justice League Doom was one of my favorite DC animated movies.
I love it.
Superman, go outside of the Earth's atmosphere and just wait me out.
I love it so much.
I mean, hey, no, in all seriousness, that actually happened in Injustice with Lois.
No, I'm not talking about pushing Superman in the atmosphere, pushing Batman in the atmosphere. I'm just talking about Superman just hanging out for like another 40 years.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
Superman just takes a nap and then wakes up and Batman's 90 and in a coffin.
I mean, that kind of happens in Beyond, except being in the coffin.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Human death do not apply to you, Keller. I only came to realize it 17 days after your apparent demise, when I was alerted to a single pulse of your biorhythmic signature.
Vitals slowed to a crawl.
To better enable you to heal.
Yeah, that's the healing coma.
That doesn't work. That means he basically couldn't even die from his own attack. An attack he used that was meant to basically sacrifice himself. Even he could survive it. That really doesn't work. That means someone who's just about as strong as he is wouldn't be able to kill him.
Well, that's just a matter of him learning something new about Kryptonian biology.
You also kind of remove any sense of relatability.
What?
Because now no one can ever aspire to be that strong that you can never even kill yourself. We know that. No, we can't do that. Everyone's got to be able to hurt themselves in some way, shape, or form.
Okay, well, can we pause this here? Can we pause this here?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'd like to just speak first so I can get it out before I forget. So I think the idea behind Superman is that he's an alien from outer space. So it's not really about. I could be wrong. I don't think the writer's intention, the most of the time, is for Superman to be relatable. I think it's more for him to be interesting, because it's the way the world reacts to him. A character like Batman, you can have that argument because it has that appeal for people that have had something bad happen to them, having a chance at redemption.
Yes.
So you can probably have that argument for a character like Batman. I don't think Superman, but I'm open to the possibility that I'm wrong about that. Now someone else.
It's Clark who's the relatable one.
Yeah.
There's a very clear.
But that's an alias, though.
What do you think? Yeah.
No, Clark is who Superman is. That's not his alias. His alias is Superman.
Yeah. He's the opposite.
So wait,
of
wait. When he goes to work with his glasses on, that's him being himself.
That is him. That is him being himself.
That is him being himself. That's how he was raised in the first place.
Yeah. He's Clark.
And then he just
Superman second.
Yeah, and then he just applies
he just
applies everything he learned
relatable.
to. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's the opposite of Batman, because Bruce Wayne is the mask that Batman wears. Because Bruce Wayne died in that alleyway when he was 8.
Exactly.
This is why he's the opposite of Batman. But at the end of the day, it's like this guy's literally just said, "Oh, he can't be killed," so now people can't connect to him because they can't, aspire to be him. I'm like, I didn't aspire to be him because I know I can't fucking fly.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to be like Superman anyway because he can fucking fly and shoot lasers out of his eyes.
At the end of the day, Superman is just an extension of everything that Clark Kent learned during his upbringing. Plain and simple.
Yeah, but it's not his powers or anything. It's his personality and his beliefs. Yeah, his character that you look up to, and that's what this.
Well, if you wanted to be creative, I could advocate for the possibility that maybe someone who's socially awkward could aspire to do something great despite that. Like, it's like, all right, maybe I'm not good with other people, but I can still go out and be a hero in another way. If you want to be creative.
Yeah, well, at that point, I'd probably say, don't try jumping off a roof to think you can fly then. But
it's a metaphor. It would be metaphorical though. It wouldn't be literal.
I know. I know.
You don't have to jump off a building and fly to be heroic.
I would love that. That's like Hawk's. I love that that's Hawk's go-to. Like someone's like, "Oh, Hawk, I'm socially awkward. Raw, go jump off that bridge then."
Yeah. There will be better without socially awkward people. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Well, make yourself scarce with it.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. No, but I understand like people thinking, oh yeah, but that's what Superman does. He instills hope. Since why he's got the S on the front, even though it begins with a H.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Kryptonian language, dude.
Let it just be the House of L. Let it just be the House of L. Like it can be a symbol of hope because of what people associate with it, that being Superman. But like,
yeah. Well, anyway, regardless. But what I'm saying is, it's his character, and it's the fact that he's, like I said earlier about him saving those kids, and he gives them a talk, and the kids are really enjoying being saved by him, and are really happy. That's the thing that people aspire and look up to. It's not this idea that it's because of the powers and how flying and doing all. I just find it really weird that because you've got to have a bit in your head where you're like, I'm not going to be like this person because these people are fictional, and I can't do the things they do. But could I at least try and have the beliefs and the the way of living that they do? Like,
what would Superman do if he was a post office worker?
Yeah.
Like you gotta take their character and apply it to the limitations of your life. That's how the metaphor works.
Yeah, but
it really is how it works.
But it's like one of the things like, okay, what would Superman do if he was a post office worker? Well, he wouldn't sleep with his co-worker's wife. He wouldn't be a dick to people.
Exactly. Exactly.
So those are the sort of things. Whereas Batman would just throw a sharp object at someone's face and break their arm while dangling them out of a window, saying, "Where are they?" And then that's it.
All right.
If he was a post office worker, that means he's not a vigilante.
Here's John Doe, the
Anyway, enough about how I lost my last job.
Jesus.
Here's John Doe, the average Joe. From an actual joke comic, Superman throws bats into the sun. Alfred hands him a note saying the sun is now kryptonite since bats infused himself with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, no. What happens is he blasts him with his heat ray vision, turns him into a skeleton, freezes the skeleton in a block of ice, and then throws a block of ice into the sun. Alfred hands a note, and it says, "Dear Clark, I know what you would have done by melting my body and then freezing me and chucking me into the sun. Anyway, I had kryptonite infused into my bones. So now the sun was going to give off green kryptonite radiation that will slowly kill you. Have a
slowly
nice
kill
day.
everyone. It'll slowly kill everyone,
nice
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it literally ends with Superman looking up at the sun and like half his face melting, going, "Well played, Bruce," like that. I just watched. I just read that. I was like, "This is."
Why did he have to launch him into the sun?
I don't know.
If he had been off by, if he had been
just
off
launch
by
him
like
and just
1
launch
degree.
him somewhere that doesn't matter.
That is literally the best solution to any problem Superman does. Like throw it into the sun.
He's like, I knew you would throw me into the sun because you're a fucking nut job.
All right, here's Coolman229. As a Batman fan, the thing is that he's really smart and has a bunch of backup plans, but he's not infallible. But some writers botch that because they're stupid and just turn Batman into Gary Stu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Look
that's
at
true.
Injustice 2, my friend.
Yeah.
What did they do in Injustice 2 again? Are you talking about the comic or the game?
The game.
What happened in the game again? I don't remember.
Literally what
I beat it,
Coolman
but I
just
don't
said.
remember.
It's like they just turned Batman into the guy that doesn't make any mistakes, and when he does, he's like he's Batman. He can do anything. It's like no.
Well, the thing is, it's like everyone wants to do the whole Dark Knight Returns comic with Batman, with how he plans and how he does everything, but they always do it wrong because they seem to forget at the end of the day that Batman wasn't trying to win that last fight. He was just trying to.
Also, Superman was also not.
Superman
his best and wasn't going full tilt.
He was literally just trying to prove a point to Superman. He wasn't trying to win.
Yeah. But people take that and they miss the point of that fight. And
they definitely missed. They definitely missed the point. Just look at Zack Snyder.
I was literally about to say the Batman v Superman fight.
Which specific fight are you referring to?
The one where he's in the armor. Why did you say that name?
Yeah.
That one.
Oh, you're referring to Batman v Superman then?
Yes. The last fight with the Kryptonite spear and the armor and everything.
All right.
Yeah, but what we're saying is that they get when people write Batman versus Superman or Batman with stuff, they don't remember, they don't understand what the better stories have done. They just think, cool fight scene, and then that's what all the stuff is about. It's
a lot of these people take the imagery of that fight in Dark Knight Returns, but without any of the meaning behind that fight.
Yeah,
I think that's what a lot of Hollywood movies have been doing lately.
But also other comics and other animated things and other stuff. They don't understand the stuff, and they make Batman so OP, and it just gets to the point where. I know Batman's going to win in the end.
It increases Batman's power, but decreases the meaning of his situation. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and it also gets to the point where it's like I'm not worried about any scene because every scene just ends with Batman getting out of it in more and more contrived ways, and you're just like, okay.
All right.
It's like it's no longer Batman's skill; it's just the plot.
Here is Jake the Surgeon. The point is to aspire to be as good as a person as Superman, just not as powerful. I think, he represents a better way of life. The truth, justice, and the American way.
Yes.
And he protects that. And if everyone could just do that...
Well, now it's truth, justice, and freedom.
Oh, really?
Because Superman as an ideal is like expanded just beyond America. It's like he became more of a global entity in regards to his ideals and his morals.
Huh.
Yeah, and America doesn't have freedom anymore, so that'd be a bit silly saying.
Yeah.
All right. Here's Cyrek again. The S originally stood for super. No deeper meaning. It wasn't until later comics that it became the House of L. His mom made the first suit. Oh, all right.
Yeah, there you go.
Bear said that earlier. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I never said that. To be fair, I never said that was always the meaning. I just said it's like, that's pretty much what it means.
When I was little, the S just meant Superman to me. So
well, that is pretty much the point.
All right, let's keep going.
Basically, can do all this and almost sacrifice himself, but still not kill himself. It loses relatability now. Let's get into more of his other powers, like his heat vision. That is something we thought was a simplistic thing. You know, having laser beams come from your eyes and burn you. It's like, okay, that's fine. Here's the thing. Even his heat vision is overpowered. The thing about his heat vision is, we thought simply he just has heat vision. It can melt stuff, it can burn people, and that's it. Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. He can actually expand it, making it even bigger than what it normally is.
That's true.
And that sounds okay, but then you realize that it actually can go as far as what he can see. So basically, if he flies out into space and looks at the Earth from afar and shoots his laser vision, it's gonna be the size of the Earth. His laser vision will be just as big as the Earth and destroy the entire planet.
Okay.
That's too much. That is way too much to be able for someone to just destroy.
And that's why that could very well and that's for something like that. That's why his heat vision is the power that exhausts his solar energy reserve the most, to avoid him doing something like that and just keep going as if it's nothing.
Yeah, but it's the idea of it's what he can see. So if he can see the whole Earth from his vision and everything, then that itself isn't the problem. Yeah, I know it's not the problem. I'm just merely pointing out that it does make a bit of sense. I just feel that you're also in a universe where you've got Omega beams. That once you shoot them, they're going to hit whatever aimed at. I'm like, just as I say, it seems very nitpicky that that Superman's laser vision's bad, but these other things are just being forgotten about.
Exactly.
And it's like you said, there's a power source thing. So
there's a limit to it.
There's a limit to it, and also, why would Superman destroy the whole fucking planet of Earth if he's
and also the fact he's never done it. Also the fact that he's never done it like that ever again. And we all know why.
Here's Jake the Surgeon. Planet busting in DC too much? Laughs in anime.
I think he's saying that. I think that his argument is that the implications of that level of power is that you can't take any of the fight seriously because he's just going to win.
Not really.
Not when there's another planet.
I just think that's his argument. I'm not saying it's right.
He's trying to protect.
Oh yeah, I know what his argument is. It's wrong and it's stupid because, as I just mentioned.
Well, the reason why is because we get threats for the characters that have comparable levels of power to Superman.
Yeah, that's the thing. So this is why. Oh, can do this. Yeah, there's people who can do more than him. Yeah, but he's overpowered.
Exactly.
But there's people who are stronger than him. Yeah, but he's overpowered. So then you're saying that these people are overpowered? No, they're not overpowered. So why is Superman, who's lower?
Hawk, I've had arguments with people that tell me that Superman is too OP. They hate him because he's too powerful, and that makes it boring. And then I asked them who their favorite superhero is, and they responded with Batman. Marvel's Thor.
God.
This is another thing that gets me. Superman's overpowered. Literally all of Marvel are nearly level with Superman with crap, with the stuff they do.
Well, to be fair, Thor is an actual god.
Yeah, you have Thor, Juggernaut, you have Thor,
and it took him. Thor.
Marvel.
Thor's an actual god, and it took him decades to get to the level of power he's at now. Yeah. Decades.
Yeah, and honestly, the current Thor could whoop Superman's ass.
Yeah, Thor could definitely kick his ass.
Thor now has the Odin Force, on top of his own power, on top of Galactus's power.
Isn't Thor the All-Father right now?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
All right.
This is what I mean. This is why it's like, wouldn't you? Because obviously now he's in worst superhero ever, so we have to include Marvel because
again,
because he's saying worst superhero of all time. Yeah,
ever.
Yeah, do not read comic books. That's why we need to gatekeep these people.
And if they do, they don't read the right ones.
Yeah, they read Baby's first Superman comic. That's about it.
No, they read Silver Age Superman.
Yeah, you could cherry pick so many things from Superman because there's so much stuff, and you could say, "Oh, this is dumb. This is dumb." It's like, yeah, a lot of it is dumb.
Yeah, exactly. That's the exact issue, Smud. Is that he's not dissecting it properly. He's just
again, like we said,
he's literally just shown. Yeah, he's shown
from different continuities.
Yeah, one screenshot of Superman destroying a planet. I'm not even sure it's Earth because I didn't read anything.
It's not. As I remember correctly, it's not.
All right, okay,
so
it's not even Earth.
Planets vary in size. What?
For some reason, and I'm not going to speculate what the reason is because I'm not prepared to do that. I'll admit, but for some reason, people are quicker to associate Superman with being overpowered and therefore poorly written than they are to do with other characters that may have the same issues and even have them worse. I'm not going to speculate why that happens, but for some reason people do that.
I know why. I know why it is. Because Superman is the easy target.
Yes. It's the same.
That's
it's the
the
same
reason.
problem.
It's the easy target.
It is the exact same problem why people think Aquaman is just a joke of a character. All he does is talk to fish
salmon
and rides giant purple seahorses. Because these people are still stuck in 1972, even though they weren't born then. That is all they know of comics because that's all they saw on TV. Or some YouTube videos.
People always bring up the Silver Age.
They watched the Robot Chicken Aquaman, and that's about it. That's all they know about.
That's better than what this guy. That's better than the arguments most people bring up against Superman.
Yeah. I assume most people who make these arguments has watched that Robot Chicken sketch where they're all in the bar trying to get girls, and that's literally their knowledge of like superheroes.
Yeah, now the Silver Age comics are that dumb.
All right.
I stood out on that one.
Here's 360. Thank you for the 720. I always appreciate it. Someone tell this guy not to quit.
He's doubled it.
Yeah, he's clever.
Oh, that's cool.
Someone tell this guy not to quit his day job and to not pursue a career in public speaking. I encourage people, even if we disagree with them, to keep doing YouTube just because it's more entertaining for us. But the more you do it, the better you get at it. So keep going, man.
Yeah. Smud tamp down the Canadians sometimes. Just be mean occasionally, goddammit.
Smud is mean. Smud's one of the meanest Canadians I ever met.
Oh, okay.
He didn't say sorry.
That's like saying, "Oh man, I met a really vicious squirrel yesterday."
Well, you haven't seen the squirrels in Canada.
No. No, bears, don't mention squirrels because.
Did you know that Squirrel Girl's number 5 on the worst superheroes ever? Yeah, okay. Jake the Surgeon.
So, bears, are you a closet squirrel? Can you wear a strap-on bushy tail?
Oh no! Captain Marvel punched a black hole into existence. Oh, wait, is that the Marvel Captain Marvel or is that the DC Captain?
Oh my God! Yeah. Fucking Captain Marvel.
Okay, wait.
MCU
more specifically, is it Carol Danvers or Billy Batson? That's how you specify it.
I'm gonna old cunt face. So Carol Danvers. She's literally so OP that it's.
I mean, in the MCU, yes.
Yeah, in the MCU, yeah. But even in the comics now that they're doing, she's getting more.
Well, now. Because of the movie.
Yeah, well, now I'm talking now, not then.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
This is happening now. But yeah, all this is happening. That was then. This is now. What we're seeing is now. Anyway, yeah, she's so OP, and I feel that she doesn't get as much. I feel that the only reason her character gets even as much backlash as Superman with stuff is just because of that movie, not because of.
No, it's not just the movie. It's not just the movie. It also had to do during Civil War II when Carol beat the ever-loving shit out of Tony.
Yeah.
Out of character as hell.
That and illegally arresting a minor for a crime he did not commit because of fault.
But what I'm saying is, it comes back to my point earlier and what Yoko was saying, was it does feel that she's getting a lot of flack, but it's still not as much as what Superman gets with stuff, because we didn't even bring her up until that super chat about overpowered superheroes. We kind of forget about her. I mean, yeah, because she's unimportant and boring and no one really likes her. But what I'm saying is, it's like Superman does feel like he gets a lot of things that should be aimed at other people, other superheroes who do more than what superheroes do. Superman's never going to just arrest a random person. Superman's never going to, just beat up
unless it's Injustice Superman.
No reason.
Unless it's Injustice Superman.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the Superman, the main canon Superman, not. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, we'd never think of that, and no one's ever going to do that. But people still throw flack. But when someone else, like a prime version of another character, does something, it just sort of gets swept aside. It's like, oh yeah, it's just the author. But when it comes to Superman, it's like, yeah, but Superman's always been like this. Superman's always. Do you know what I mean? That's my point that I'm trying to get across. It feels that. Like what Yoko was saying, it's like there is a real hatred for Superman, and it's like a blind hatred almost, a real blind hatred for this character.
It is,
and as someone who's not a big fan of him, I don't understand it, because even I'm here defending him, going, no, this is wrong, and it's like you've got to be another step to be just throwing all this stuff at him. It's almost like these people look at Superman and hate him because it's like him just being good.
It might have something to
annoys
do with
them.
the fact that he is a straight white male.
No. I don't think it's that. I think it's more to do with like his personality with stuff. It's like he is good. He's inherently good, and something about that pisses these people
like
off.
When you meet a guy that's really successful and has a nice personality, and it's like, you piece of shit. Like, it would be much easier to deal with.
That was probably Lex Luthor's reaction to Superman in their first encounter.
Yeah, but that's one of the things, and I get that feeling because all these arguments always come on, like this video. It always comes down to petty little things that, like I said, get brushed away for other superheroes, but get brought to the forefront for Superman. Do you know what I mean?
Not even Lex is this petty.
Yeah, even Lex will be sat here going, Jesus Christ, guys, just calm down. He's got laser vision. Okay, cool. I'll just find some way to get around it.
Exactly.
All right.
Oh, he does. He builds everything out of lead, doesn't he? So he can't use his X-ray vision.
No, I said exactly. It's like, Lex Luthor does find a way around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But,
Let's keep going. Jake the Surgeon. Most of my comic knowledge is secondhand, and yet I have know more about Superman than this brainlet. Well, he's cherry picking stuff. That's what he's doing here. So he's very limited in his knowledge. So
that's what these yahoos always do.
Yeah.
Smudge, cherry picking implies that you know more, and you're just picking out the things that help you. I don't think this guy knows jack shit.
Well, he's finding stuff that he wants to find, and he Googles it, and then he finds it, and he goes, there it is, that's what I wanted. And he neglects where it came from and the story around it. That's fine, I get it.
And there's no context and no story. Yeah.
Here's Jake the Surgeon again. Billy Batson punched a black hole into existence. Okay, thanks, Jake.
So it was Shazam.
So it was Captain Marvel, yes.
All right.
It was Captain Marvel, yes.
Not cunt face.
Yeah.
I mean, what's wrong with calling him Shazam?
Because his name is Captain Marvel. I don't care about the fucking lawsuits and whatever.
I don't care about the legal bullshit.
Yeah, we're our name is Marvel, so we have the right to Marvel, even though he was called Captain Marvel before we were called Marvel. Fuck you.
Shazam's better.
Captain Marvel, goddammit.
Shazam's better.
No.
Let's not get into this.
Let's keep going.
especially since Billy actually did end up becoming the Wizard later on.
Okay.
Fine.
But anyway.
Here's 360 again. Superman isn't a bad hero. Some are just better. You know what? He's not for everyone. That's totally cool. But he's been around. When we think of superheroes, Superman is the first one that comes to mind. He's not the most popular. He's not. He's probably the most well known, but not the most popular. Like Batman's probably the most popular. He's the most well liked.
Yeah.
Batman and Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Here's John Doe, the average Joe. Thanks again. Even some villains find him likable. Cap Boomerang. Oh, really?
Captain Boomerang is one of them. Captain Boomerang is one of those villains where it's like, so he even someone like Captain Boomerang thinks Superman's all right.
Well, Captain Boomerang's more of a gentleman thief anyway.
Yeah, you're right. And he's a Flash villain, so.
Yeah. Jake the Surgeon, our society is drenched in cynicism, so much so that a character like Superman, who is a good person at heart, disgusts people. It's dumb.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I honestly think that is a major problem. I think being inherently good or inherently decent makes a lot of these people angry because they can't be it. So, which is strange because I'm not inherently nice.
It seems more like
I'm fine with Superman.
It seems more like jealousy than cynicism. I wouldn't put these people in that same category of those who have tried hard in their lives and they're tired of not getting what they want. Rather, they haven't tried at all. And they're just taking pot shots because they can. They have something better to do. I don't know. Yeah. Jake the Surgeon again. Based Bears, he's Captain Marvel. Okay.
Yeah, boy.
All right.
You know, I agree it's Captain Marvel, but I'm not getting to any argument about it.
Let's go.
Tis a silly argument. Let's not go there.
Oh, here we go. Does this person also not know of Metallo, Mr. Missile or Eclipse?
Mixie Spitlick.
Spitlick? I can never pronounce it. Anyway. All magic users, aside from Metallo, I believe, is computer.
Eclipse, I don't remember all that much, but Metallo... Yeah, Metallo's like the guy with the Kryptonite core, and Mixie Spitlick, which is a thorn in Batman's side since for many years.
Do you remember when Batmite just deleted Superman out of existence because he found him boring?
Yeah,
They took Batman. Just having to ask and beg Batmite to bring him back. So, but he didn't die, so it doesn't count as defeat.
Yeah,
he just got erased from existence.
Well, Batmite and Mixie Spitlick are just that powerful, but dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't count because they don't kill anybody. So
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying they don't count just because of that.
Okay, let's keep going.
By just looking at it, basically. And then another thing is, he can shrink his laser vision down to microscopic size and even perform lobotomies on people.
Right.
And shave with it. And also, fun fact, the only way Superman can shave is with his heat vision.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Also, this isn't what happened. If you had actually read the comic book, you would know that.
Yeah, that isn't what's going on here.
Lobotomize him. What he did was he prepped his heat vision, so it looked like that, and then he moved at super speed and bopped Manchester Black on the head and caused his brain to swell and turn his powers off temporarily.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because guess what? Superman is pretending to be a murderer.
Yeah. Yeah. What he's doing is just trying to prove a point to these nut jobs.
Yes.
Of what he really is.
Because they have no respect for him because they think he's weak and pathetic and all this sort of stuff. And all that. And he's now showing them that, no, I can do all these things. Thank your lucky stars that I'm not the person you wanted me to be.
Manchester Black didn't learn his lesson because 5-6 issues later, he realized he got his powers back. And he fucked with Superman. And made Superman think that he killed Lois to try and get Superman to kill him. And when Superman didn't, Manchester Black was so fucking defeated that he dropped the ruse and killed himself.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So this is disingenuous what he's now saying. So
when you read the comic books, you actually know what happens in the comic books.
Not even that. Not even that. If you just watch this actual cartoon, you knew that because I've not read the comic, but I watched this, and he explains everything with this in this movie.
At least just seen that scene all the way through, let alone the entire movie.
So yes. So this is disingenuous what he's using. So
yes,
you have no point. So wrong. No.
Yeah, you lose all context for that scene the way this asshole is explaining it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Why can't I feel my power?
I scanned your brain for abnormalities, and when I found one, I cut it out.
What?
Heat vision. Focus through your pupils like a scalpel. Instant lobotomy.
That's even more crazy because the way he does it, you don't even see it happen. He can do it without you
because he doesn't
just looking at him.
And he doesn't. Yeah, because he didn't do it. Because he didn't do it at all.
Red. We saw his eyes turn red.
But it didn't happen.
That was it happening.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. No. It didn't happen.
But in that scene, he doesn't do the thing. He just turns his eyes red to give the impression.
Yeah, he just turns his eyes red, and at super speed, just bonks him on the brain.
Let's go with the premise that this guy believes that that's what happened. We saw it happen because we saw Superman's eyes turn red. And what happens when Superman's eyes turn red? It's about to fight. He's about to fire off some heat vision. So we obviously saw it happen because we saw it happen.
Yeah, but then there's context.
Oh shit! You're right. My bad.
Yeah, I know. He's literally he's just lied here. This is how bad his Superman video is. He's now lied about. Oh,
I joked about it before we started, but this really is just the facts all over again.
This is just.
It's just the facts all over again. He's lying out of his ass.
All right,
completely ignoring context.
We can end it here if you guys aren't happy with the video. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Oh, no, keep going. No, we can keep going.
Okay.
Don't know that you just got lobotomized.
The whole fun is that we're getting pissed off.
It's too late, basically.
Yeah.
That as well is just too much. Because he has these abilities, he's basically unstoppable.
No, he's not.
Except for all the times when he got stopped.
Stopped?
Yes.
Oh, whatever.
He's unstoppable except for when he's stopped.
But
okay.
Did he die? Did he die though? That's literally his. I swear to God, this is literally his thing.
I was joking.
Yeah, this is literally his.
But did you die though? God damn, bro.
Yeah, this is literally. Oh, he's not dead, so he's never been defeated.
But did you die?
It's like, shut the fuck up, man. Yeah. Ugh.
Blow up an entire planet if he feels like it. He can lobotomize any human being or being in general if he feels like it.
Doesn't.
And there's nothing
but
you
he doesn't.
really can do about it. Now, some
he can, but he doesn't.
Well, what about Kryptonite? There's always Kryptonite. We can.
Oh, here we go.
Here's another problem. He's powered through Kryptonite on multiple occasions. Sometimes
but not always.
He'll just wear his Kryptonite-proof suit. And the way around that is simple. Get
fuck that shit. Honestly, he wears. But that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So, are we going to bitch about when Batman wears a metallic suit to fight Bane or Superman? Or are we just going to skip over that shit? Or anyone might wear a suit to do so. Shut the fuck up, man.
This is like saying It's like saying, yo,
sorry, go ahead.
Me, Bears, I am unstoppable, except for bullets. But then I wear a bulletproof vest with level 4 plates, and that's just too much. I'm unstoppable, except for all the times I've been stopped.
Yeah, and even the anti-kryptonite suit has failed before. Again, the DCAU. He was dealing with the Joker, and the Joker knew to get rid of the suit first.
Shot acid. Yeah, he shot acid at him. Yeah.
Yes.
What? Like the shit that protects Superman?
Oh, silly me! I forgot the acid.
The thing that protects Superman is lead, and lead is not as durable as Superman.
Exactly.
Can you get Can you get out of here? No, I can't see through.
It's like it was just like, yeah, who the hell knew at that time that Joker's acid was gonna dissolve that suit? None. But it did, and the suit failed.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Joker beat Superman.
He did. At
this point. Yeah,
he did.
The Joker was beating him to death at that point. I mean, in DC,
just dancing around him, hitting.
But he's just so crazy that it didn't capitalize.
Yeah, and it's only because Batman arrived, luckily, that Superman even lived through that, because he was literally going to kill him. But did he die though? No. So
no. Had Joker capitalized and Batman not shown up, that would definitely have been the end of Superman.
Yep.
Yeah. I hope you're taking notes.
Man, it's almost.
Clearly this guy isn't.
It's like just a spoonful of context makes this video go down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also in that exact same thing, the Joker starts leaking in gas after Batman turns up. And Superman only just gets out because he's only with the last bit of his strength to get out of there.
Yeah.
But Batman has to destroy the Kryptonite. So yes, Superman really only just scraped through that whole thing.
It was literally a down to the wire situation.
Yeah, the two of the price of one, as he says.
They both had something that were pulling them back at that point, but they persevered anyway.
Yeah.
But guess what? They're still but it still proves the point against this guy's argument.
Yeah, and also this is the Joker, who's just a human being beating Superman.
Yeah,
by using his brains, like what Smud said earlier. It's the intelligence.
But
by using shit he's always had anyway.
Yeah, but it's also as well the fact that Superman underestimated the Joker.
That too, yes.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's Cyrek again. The Kryptonite-proof suit lasts for a short period of time because the Kryptonite radiation still seeps through just at a reduced rate. Okay.
Exactly. Which Joker nullified altogether with the acid in the cartoon.
Yeah, Will's finest. Yeah.
Yes. One of the best things to come out of the DC Comics ever. Not even joking.
That is a good BVS almost.
That's the real BVS.
Yeah. It's really good.
Turn it off of him. But the thing is, there's also the fact that he's managed to be shot in the chest with a kryptonite bullet. A bullet that basically can stop him dead.
And then Batman took it out. Did you know that if you get shot in the chest and you get to a doctor in time, they could save you?
Yeah, but here's the thing as well, right? It's Batman and Superman. Is it Public Enemies? He gets shot by Metallica, doesn't he?
Metallo, yeah.
Oh, Metallo, yeah. Anyway, so Batman's got to perform surgery on him, but Superman's super healing is making it hard because if Batman's got to get.
Was it in Public Enemies or was it in something else?
That was Public Enemies.
I think it's it's Public Enemies.
It was?
Right. Yeah, it's from Public Enemies.
Damn.
So there's a weakness for him is the fact that he got shot and he survived, but his healing will mean the kryptonite stuck in him, which will kill him.
Yeah, it slowed his healing down to a crawl, which is actually what ironically gave him the chance to take it out.
Yeah. No. It was still going too fast, so it was going too fast, and I remember the scene because he's like,
oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, Batman's desperately trying to pull it out, but so that again is just like he survived, but he could possibly die another way with it, because if the kryptonite gets stuck in his body, he's going to die. This guy's cherry picking this shit because there's literally lines of dialogue that explain different things.
That's okay. Let's keep.
So, carry on.
Because it weakens him. He's now mortal. But the thing is, he's managed to survive long periods of time.
No, this isn't
with
Public
the
Enemies.
bullets still lodged in
no,
his
not
heart.
this one. Yeah, no.
He
another one.
still somehow managed to survive that.
This is Public Enemies.
Also, take in mind, this is happening at night.
No, this isn't.
He basically
this
can't
is
get any
52,
power from the
I think.
sun. He's stuck on the ground. The sun is gone.
Jesus Christ, that is one of the most basic things about Superman is that he is a solar battery. My God, that is one of the literally, like, that is fucking Superman 101. It's not, he's not getting any power from the sun because it's dark out. Sun go down, Superman should have no powers. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I did make that point earlier, as in, like, it could be down to the writer, but thanks, Bez.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's not the case in this story. But to be honest with you, the way I've seen this one as well, and it's like, okay, it's like, yeah, whatever. Anyone else want to make a point?
Yeah, the fact that it isn't in Public Enemies, it's in the Death of Superman animated movie.
Yeah, no, but there's a scene in Public Enemies that he gets shot with kryptonite. It happens more than once, Gingham.
Yeah.
A kryptonite bullet in his heart, so he can't regenerate at all. And so basically, he's unkillable. The one thing that could be able to stop him, he just powers through it long enough to be able to get the bullet.
He just got it out in time.
Now, let's talk.
Yo, I survived a surgery. I'm unkillable.
Yeah,
sure.
I survived a gunshot. Okay.
Yeah, if I survive a fatal incident, does that make me overpowered, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
If you survive a surgery, you're overpowered.
Yeah, it's like saying, yeah, I survived my last relationship, so I'm overpowered. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. What a stupid fucking argument.
It is.
I survived surgery. I'm overpowered now.
Therefore, I am a god.
I'm a god amongst men.
Here is Tyler Preston. Final question for the night. What are the likes, dislikes? Good night, gents, and I'll see you tomorrow. The likes and dislikes I mentioned at the start were 449 for and 363 against. So, yeah.
Explain so much.
Also, just the thing, about surviving surgery is makes you, like, supposedly overpowered and stuff. But does that mean, like, Jews are the most powerful group of people on the planet? Because they all go through the little snip to start with, don't they? So, yeah, I'm just saying, if we're going to go by that logic.
Thanks, Hawk. That's great.
I'm just asking these questions, you know. It's why you have me. So.
This is a true point. All right. We are almost 10 minutes done. Pretty good. I've really stopped giving a shit about this guy's arguments because he's lied about it. He's just been disingenuous with a lot of stuff. So, well, let's keep going. We can stop again. We can stop. There's nothing wrong with stopping.
That's the fun of it.
No, it's part of the fun.
All right, let's keep going.
Talk about his super speed, because that also makes him very overpowered. Basically, he can move at the speed of light. There was one part where he was basically across the universe, and somehow he managed to get to Earth within like a second.
One day, Superman was hanging out near Vega, the brightest star in the
Death
Lyra
battle,
constellation.
really?
Oh, boy.
For the record, that's 25 light years from Earth, or 147 trillion miles.
Naturally, a crisis occurred on Earth, so Superman's photographer buddy Jimmy activated his signal watch, calling for Superman's aid. And Superman arrived in a matter of minutes!
Because he's that fast, you basically remove any sense of urgency.
Was that Death Battle?
There's never...
That was Death Battle.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the Death Battle where he fought Goku, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I fucking hate it to this day.
Can I just say, I still hate that guy's fucking voice, like, with a passion. Like, I actually can't
Which
watch
one of them?
the videos.
Yes.
That fucking guy.
Oh, boomstick. Oh, okay.
Also,
Yeah, I just can't do it. Like it would be funny one time. I just couldn't fucking do it.
I mean, at the beginning of Death Battle, it wasn't that bad. It was only later that they exaggerated it.
Yeah, he started to exaggerate it more and more. It got to the point where I actually just find myself exiting the videos or skipping to the fight. Because even though I actually think the most interesting part is when they examine the comparisons between the characters' abilities and the lore and how you can differentiate and compare them, even though that's the most interesting part, it's like, I can't listen to this fucking guy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's understandable.
We're gonna be a ticking time bomb anymore because, well, Superman's just fast enough to be there within seconds. So basically, it doesn't matter what you do. If you have it where he has to be in 2 places at once, he basically can. So,
does he realize that the only reason Superman got there was because Jimmy signaled him?
No, that doesn't count. Context means nothing.
Like, what if there's a ticking time bomb?
Context means nothing. Bears, I don't understand.
Ticking time bomb.
The guy's got lies. The guy's lying. The guy's got lies to make. It doesn't matter.
There's a ticking time bomb in 4 different directions. What if Superman is doing literally anything?
He's lying. He is lying out of his ass. He doesn't care.
Here is Jake the Surgeon. Wally West outran the Big Bang. Okay, that's
yes.
That's
See,
pretty...
what I mean. There's so many weird. There's so many batshit insane things in comic books, but they never get brought up.
Yeah, there's so many worse things that other characters have done, and yes, Superman is the one that gets the most flack.
This is how you know this is a fake geek. Because if he knew anything about comic books, he would know that out of pretty much every comic book publishing company, when it comes to super speed and depictions of super speed, DC is the most ridiculous about it.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Here is 360. He outsourced his research to Death Battle. Yeah, Death Battle, they get a lot of information correct, but they cherry pick everything. This is the problem. When you have...
the reason why... Don't they go based on vote? Don't they go based on vote, or am I thinking a superpower beatdown?
Superpower beatdown.
Because the thing is, like, they had Vegeta going toe to toe with Shadow the fucking Hedgehog, and they're like,
that was Death
Battle. It was only they're like, it was only thanks to Vegeta's pure will that he barely defeated Shadow the fucking. Get the fuck out of here! Shadow's dead.
Bullshit.
Yeah, but Shadow the Hedgehog is pretty edgy. So
why do you think Edgy the Hedgie exists?
Yeah.
No, I actually really like Shadow, but I don't really see how that... Like, I like fucking a lot of characters. That doesn't mean they're all super powerful. That was so dumb.
Yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog can't fight Vegeta. Yeah, Shadow's cool within the context of the Sonic world. That doesn't mean just because he's cool he can fight Vegeta.
Yeah, I know.
That was so dumb! That was so dumb, dude.
Yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog. And it was only with his basic will that Jesus Christ barely defeated Luigi. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm actually really glad Zach's not here, because he would have just started reading Sonic's Ultimate Horror.
Well, speaking of the devil, Zach is now giving us a super chat. Thanks, Zach.
God.
I have stated an event, therefore my conclusion is accurate. More losers anyway. Like and sub. Okay, thanks, Zach.
Yeah.
Okay, we're past the 10-minute mark. You guys still want to go? I know you still want to go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We must prove how much of a moron this guy is.
We've been outvoted 3-2.
I think another reason why a lot of people pick on Superman is that he doesn't have one specific superpower. Like, he has the Flash's speed and Cyclops' rays and a whole bunch of other stuff. So they're like, because he has more than one superpower and it isn't defined by one single superpower, that also makes people quicker to pick on him.
Meanwhile, Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, well...
Yes.
What I was going to say is that when we talk about Mary Sue's, even Vosh brought this up when he was attacking LitDev. Superman was a Mary Sue. And in certain comics, yes, there are many comics where that is the point. You want a Mary Sue character to be this supremely strong power trip fantasy. And sometimes, in the bad authors, Superman is exactly that. It's this feel-good power trip. Yeah. But we don't read those because they're not very good. And we look at the actual, not the Elseworlds, but the actual canon. And I think there's about, was it 2 or 3? I can't remember how many Superman comics there are these days. I know Batman has like 7 or 8 now. But you read these, it's like, okay, they try to humanize him. They give him the elements of his personality that he's always struggling with. And it's not, oh, I'm so strong, I don't have enough time to save everyone in the world. It's why am I fighting this person and why should I care? What is the struggle that I'm dealing with right now as a person, not as a guy who can punch things? That's not his solution to everything. He's always dealing with what is the right way to solve a problem. Not, oh no, it's Kryptonite, I'm going crazy again. That's part of the story sometimes. That's part of it. But that's a hurdle, a physical hurdle, not a ethical hurdle, not a social one he has to deal with. So they're thinking too surface level. This is what people miss about these stories, whether it's a comic book from America or Europe or wherever. They don't care so much about those little nitty-gritty details. They want the humanity of the characters to come out. And that's why we see Superman as this beacon of what's true and good. It's why when we talk about Captain America, he is the one guy, regardless of his injection, that you believe in, you trust. You have no doubt. That's when they give him the Infinity Gauntlet, say, we're going to give it to you so you can do the right thing. And he does it. It still doesn't work out, but they trust him with it because he is always going to do the right thing. That's the feeling of safety you have with these heroes. At least heroes like Captain America and like Superman.
Yeah.
Here's Jake the Surgeon. A lot of the time, Death Battle has the right outcome, but a tismed explanation. There are a lot of outcomes.
Like Vegeta versus Shadow. Like their explanation for why Vegeta barely defeated Shadow was because he was cocky and he was talking shit and he was buying time until Shadow ran out of his Super Shadow. But it's just I don't see Super Shadow fighting a Super Saiyan.
There was some of them I didn't like. There was I think it was like Diana versus some other. I can't remember who, but it was like I can't remember who won it. That doesn't make sense.
Wasn't it Wonder Woman versus She-Ra?
Can't
remember either.
I can't.
Well, that's honestly fair because like
look it up.
The He-Man characters are pretty, the Masters of the Universe characters are pretty fucking powerful.
Yeah, but
I can't recall. But anyway, I was like, okay, that doesn't feel right. Something about that. Oh, it was Thor. It was the Thor fight. Yeah, Thor is stupidly strong, and he just skips over.
Well, actually, she's fought both of them.
Yeah.
She fought Thor and won?
Yeah.
Thor, no, she fought Thor. No, she fought Thor and she fought She-Ra.
Okay, did she win against Thor? I can't remember.
Yeah, because
I can't remember.
They weren't using current Thor at the time.
At
the time he was Rune King Thor, if I remember correctly.
Rune King Thor would just destroy.
It was Rune King Thor. It was Rune King Thor, and I don't think Ragnarok had come out yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Because everyone in the comments was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, she would beat Thor?" Like, I don't think so. Anyway.
No.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Yeah. Anyway.
People can beat whoever the author wants to beat, and that's.
Yeah, if you're a shitty writer, yes.
Yeah. If you can make it work, you can beat anybody, but 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work because
they don't make it work.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go. Mike Testa, Shadow won out of pity in Death Battle. Fight me. Shadow won out of pity?
Good question. It wasn't. Yeah, no, he didn't win. It was Vegeta.
No, but yeah, Vegeta won, but I just feel like the idea of them having a sustained battle is kind of silly.
Yeah.
Because Vegeta's just so strong, and he's from a show that's all about fighting. Whereas Shadow is from a game that's all about racing.
Oh, that was all about speed.
Running around.
Yeah, so it's I don't know. They just don't align well. Like, yeah, the Super Sonic and Super Shadow design is debatably based on the Super Saiyan design aesthetically, but that doesn't mean you can compare how powerful the characters are. Like, there's just no way
comparison.
to really define it. Yeah, there's no way to really define it. Like, yeah, you can make it look cool because of the things that Shadow can do with the Chaos Emerald looks cool.
Because yellow hair and red eyes, big deal.
Well, no, I mean, there's nothing wrong with making it look aesthetically cool. That's fine. I actually like that.
No, that's what I'm saying. That these yahoos would say.
You can argue that Shadow would be able to survive because he could use Chaos Control to keep up in speed and get away. But I don't like Shadow doesn't shoot Kamehameha laser blasts that destroy planets. Shadow's never had the power to destroy a planet. Vegeta has, so he's definitely out of his league. But you can argue that Shadow would survive it. You can argue that Shadow would survive. You can't argue that he would win.
Here is my...
I think it would have been way cooler to have Vegeta chasing Shadow and Shadow's trying to get away. That would have been way cooler.
Here's Mike Testa. Mike Testa. Ryoko losing to Shadow was Death Battle's pity? Ryoko
Matsuo.
Shadow was there a Shadow versus Ryuko?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shadow won.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right. Now Jake has a big one here.
Sweet Jesus, $20.
A prime example is Mechagodzilla versus Dragonzord. Okay, that's interesting. Right winner. But massive lowballing of Dragonzord and comparing battle mode to Rita and not using her Eclipse feats and matchups in Death Battle are chosen by fans. Yeah, okay, I get that. That's fine.
Yeah, Mechagodzilla versus Dragonzord was absolutely shit-ass dumb. Like he said, they downplayed Dragonzord to hell. Because you bet your ass Dragonzord would beat Mechagodzilla.
I do remember.
Easily.
I do remember. Was it Power Rangers versus Voltron? So that one.
Voltron, yeah.
That one made some sense. I was like, okay, Voltron is pretty ridiculous. So.
Yes.
That
one made sense, most definitely.
Yeah.
And I think it was. I can't remember which Gundam it was. Whatever Gundam it was versus Tiger Zord too.
Oh yeah, that one was good. That one I liked. That was well done.
That one was okay.
Because some of those Gundams like they predict the future. Like okay,
no, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the Gundam was. It was Chaz's Gundam that could predict the future.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Like that was like okay, that makes perfect sense. Like again, sometimes they get it right, but
Epion.
There whatever. You go. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But the one with Voltron and Power Rangers, they did a full 3D thing. They took a lot of effort and animated it. So these are not badly produced. Their research always makes me go, wait a second, you're skipping like thousands of comic books.
The research is a toss up of whether or not it's actually good or they're just cherry picking.
Yeah.
I'd go for cherry picking, to be honest with you.
They've definitely done more of that. So much. Oh, no, serious downplay was, you guys remember Ben 10 versus Green Lantern. Ben 10 was massively underplayed. And the cardinal sin of using Kid Ben instead of the actual Ben 10 that was out there, which is his, like, pre young adult self. He was almost 18 at that point.
You mean Omniverse?
Omniverse, yes!
Oh, jeez. That's, yeah.
Alien X fan changed my mind.
It's like, just Alien X alone would have ended the fight in like 5 seconds.
Alien X fan
I'll be honest, hey Smud, why did you say OG's at the Omniverse? That's the one where he was older, right?
Which one?
They had like that Ben 10 Omniverse.
Yeah, well, if you know a little bit about the lore, like the power he controls is just stupid. It's over.
Just Omniverse was the one that had the animation that looked similar to Justice League, right? The one where he was oldest.
No, Omniverse looked like Transformers animated.
Which fucking? Let me look. Let me get my phone now.
The 2009 series, the one that looked like the one that had the same animation style as. Okay, the one that had the same art style as Justice League was Ben 10, Alien Force, and Ultimate Alien.
It was Alien Force. Okay, it was Alien Force.
Yeah,
let me check just in case.
Yeah, and it's like Ben himself's like just Alien X alone. He's a fucking god.
Alien X's fan wings.
And especially in Omniverse, he finally takes control of Alien X like a boss. And he just kicks the ass of the other guy. who's another Alien X, by the way.
Because I actually knew the one I was talking about was either Omniverse or Alien Force.
The one that looks like Justice League is Alien Force, but Omniverse is way after that. That's when he finally takes control of Alien X. Without any restriction whatsoever.
Omniverse is weird because he looks younger than he does in Alien Force.
Well, that's just art style.
Yeah, it's a weird art style. The thing is, I actually liked Alien Force, and it's for a specific reason. It isn't just that I liked that the characters were older and more mature. It was also because I actually liked... Well, I just liked that I liked that they like how they handled Kevin, how they gave him like the steel powers. Like you had like the strong guy, and then you had the leader.
So they kept abusing. They still kept abusing his car though.
Did they?
They still abused his car.
Well, I just liked I liked the 3-man band aspect of it.
Yeah,
you
and also they upgrade Kevin's car to the point where it's invincible to everything except magic.
Because then again, I guess the original Ben 10 did it too. Because when did Gwen get her powers?
Like way late, like not even the first season, like maybe season 2 or 3.
Yeah, before that, I guess they were just setting the show, like they were setting the scene, because they wanted you to be excited for the next alien he gets on his watch, you know? Sure. So it was a little more simple at first, but I liked how later on they started to make the other characters useful, and they made it like a team, I guess, hence the name Alien
more
Force.
Useful, because they did stuff before that, just not too significant.
And not as consistently.
Exactly.
Like, and he was the only one with powers. Like Grandpa will just run in with his fucking trailer at the last second. Get in. Like, that was cool, yeah. But I remember liking Alien Force, but that was before I was too young to watch it with a critical eye, so I would have to watch it again to see how I like it now. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I at first I thought the steel things was dumb, but it kind of grew on me, and I like it now.
The return of Diamond Head was one of the highlights of the show. You fight me on that.
Diamond Head was like the best, dude.
Yeah, when Diamond Head came back, dude, it's like fight me on that. That was one of the best moments in the show.
No, yeah, Diamond Head was my favorite one.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like going back to Death Battle in relation to the Superman argument. It's like again, it's like going back to Alien X. Alien X is pretty much literally a god, except just within its own. Except within the Ben 10 universe. So like outside of there, it's like
you mean Alien Force? Are you referring to Alien Force?
No, I'm talking about Alien X specifically. X? The alien, the
character.
Ben's most powerful alien.
See, like I don't even know who that is, so I'm out of touch now.
Look it up. But basically, Alien X is the most powerful alien in the show, and it's pretty much a god.
You know what else was a cool alien? When he turns into like that blob thing that can control vehicles and stuff.
Oh, the primordial goop. Oh no.
Like when he it can go onto a bus, and then the bus gets that pattern on it that looks like the Matrix.
Kind of like Mannequin, who could summon 3 different kinds of himself from different parts of time, and one of them is primordial goo.
Yeah, that's right. I'm glad you got this one. Yeah,
I don't remember the name of it, but it was a cool one.
I gotta keep bringing that up. It's so funny.
Goop, a monkey, and some smart bloke.
Basically, Alien X would slap Superman out of existence.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Anyway, let's keep going.
But onto Superman.
Let's keep going.
It's nearly one. Right. It's nearly one.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
So, Jake the Surgeon, Dragon Zord has no defense against the Absolute Zero and is a lot slower than Kiryu. It was the Rita scaling and how battle mode is weaker than Tommy somehow. Oh, interesting. I don't remember that.
Which still baffles me to this day, because I don't know how the hell battle mode is weaker.
Yeah, well.
But moving on.
Let's go.
So now, because Superman basically is the fastest man alive and the strongest man alive, that basically says he is unbeatable. There's nothing that can take him down. He's too strong, he's too fast, he's too powerful. So basically why he fails as a character is he just is not relatable. Superman's powers don't come
I don't
from
get it.
him training to become stronger.
Insert
it mainly
Kevin
comes from the
Spacey,
fact
Lex
that
Luthor
he
from
just
Superman
has to
Returns
believe
here.
he's strong enough to have these powers, and he'll have it. So ultimately, there's nothing to relate to that. There's nothing to aspire to.
We literally just mentioned earlier that what you're supposed to relate to is Clark, not Superman.
Yeah.
Can anyone relate to a man flying or having heat vision or super speed or all these other things?
Did you not just hear me, Smud?
Yeah.
Well, it's like yeah, a man flying. Yeah, God, my granddad used to fly all the time. Well, the last time I saw him, he was flying.
Well, say that with any ability. Like Green Lantern's ridiculous, right? So just imagine anything; it comes real.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's also like I like Batman, but also I know I'm never going to be a multi-billionaire with a butler and amazing technology. That's not going to happen. Oh, but he's human. Yeah, cool. The incredibly obese person 4 doors down.
Well,
from
the
my
idea
house
is
is
to
also
be
human.
the idea is to be the idea behind being inspired by a character is just that. It's like being inspired to take responsibility in the way that they do, but in the confines of your life.
Yeah. But so, like we said, it's just, he flies. Yeah, I don't look up to him because he flies. I don't look up to Superman because he's incredibly strong. You look up to him because he's got a good heart. He's a decent person. He does what's right. He fights against evil.
Mm-hmm.
Which comes from Clark.
Yeah, but he also comes. But even if he ignored Clark and just said Superman, that's still what Superman does.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, but he doesn't. But he flies and you don't, so you can't look up to him. Okay. I know I look up to people who can sing. I can't sing. So does that mean I have to stop looking up to him?
Plus, can you relate to someone who can sing? Because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what it takes to sing.
You can't like music because you can't play the guitar. What? No, That's what this argument is. It's like, okay.
These are some weird rules you live by, friend.
Yeah, it's like.
So here's Jake the Surgeon. Superman treating people with compassion and decency makes him more human than most heroes. Even Batman has those moments, depending on what version of Batman.
Yeah, but they are so far in between that you can easily pick them out. With Superman, it's like Superman's constantly.
It is Superman. That's what Superman do.
It's why those scenes where he gets really angry at Doomsday and Darkseid, they stand out because it's like, oh, that's not him. Yeah, Brainiac. But you know what I mean? I was just naming the big two.
No, I know.
That's why they stand out because it's like that's not who he is. He's not someone who gets angry about stuff. I mean, I'd like that as a hero. I'd like someone like Superman as a hero, someone that I know is going to be good and isn't going to get like easily corrupted by stuff. Because Superman has absolute power, but it's not corrupted him. That's how
good
pure his heart is, and that's something to look up to say like. Because the old saying is absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Lex Luthor, who doesn't have absolute power, and he is corrupt as shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like this. But this whole argument's now boiling down to he's got loads of powers. The average person can't look look up to him. But you can say that about. I don't have metallic bones like Wolverine, so I can't look up to him, Ben.
Yeah, I can't relate to his struggle with.
I'm not Canadian like Wolverine, so I can't look up to him. Okay, cool, excellent. So now,
oh yeah,
the only superhero I can look up to is Captain Britain. All right, cool, because he's the closest.
No, there's also DC's Beefeater. You can look up to him too.
Yeah, oh, wonderful. Yeah, I can look up to the Beefeater.
Are you the same height and weight as him? Are you the same height and weight as him? Are you in the same financial situation as him? Nope, can't look up to him.
Actually, technically, I am actually the same height as him. So I'm getting closer to it.
You can almost relate to it.
I just don't wear a jumpsuit.
But do you wear the same color socks? Do you wear the same color socks?
Yes.
Do you know that? Are you sure?
Yeah. He wears Union flag socks, and I've got Union flag socks because I'm British, and we only own Union flag stuff. Yeah.
Are all British people just like hyper British?
Yes. They all
dress up as the flag.
Yeah,
they all drink Beefeater gin. Yeah, they all can relate to that guy.
Yeah. It's literally every single stereotype it's exactly like that. We've got
like I'm American. I don't dress up like Uncle fucking Sam every day.
Why not?
Okay, well then you need to get deported.
I guess you're gonna have to leave America, then, aren't you? It clearly states in your Constitution. Paragraph 14, line 12, must dress up like Uncle Sam. They're not good,
Bro, when a British person knows American law better than an American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's Jake the Surgeon.
I mean, I made an Uncle Sam costume in Soul Calibur. Does that count?
No.
Why not?
Because it's Soul Calibur.
First
it's Soul Calibur, and secondly,
here's Jake the Surgeon. I didn't sell my soul to Mephisto, and I'm not a flaming biker skeleton, so I can't relate to Johnny Blaze's struggles. I mean, maybe if you're lucky to be Nick Cage, you might be able to, but
Screw Mephisto and screw One More Day.
Yes, absolutely. That was terrible.
But yeah, to be honest, you can say that about. You can only look up to Bob from accountancy because he's the closest that any of us are really going to be like. What a stupid thing.
Bob from fucking Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. Look at that disgusting hobo. Yeah, look up to him because that's you've got most of his quality. Oh yeah, cheers.
Oh no.
All right, let's keep going. 360. Yeah. I can't look up to Superman. I'm not a reporter. Oh, yeah, it's good. Yeah. What does he do all day? How does he talk to people? I don't get it. Anyway.
How does he get those stories first?
All he did was just remember he has the ability to do this thing, and that's it.
Wow, look how
like Batman trained to become like that. Now, granted, he also has military-grade weaponry that no one can afford,
and billions of dollars.
He also
has
his wits about him,
and
so
billions of dollars and billions of dollars.
He also has his wits about him. Again, you're just making excuses for Batman.
Batman was born into insane wealth.
So then, now his complaint is that Superman didn't earn his powers.
Yeah.
I think your entire species getting genocided is a pretty good trade-off to get some superpowers. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah. Also, can I just mention?
I think your mother and father having to put you in an arc ship so that you don't get exploded along with them is an okay trade for some pretty cool powers.
Not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah, but Bear's context means nothing.
That Superman lost his entire fucking species aside from one cousin.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way he said that was very amazing.
Meanwhile, Batman, the one member of your species, and she's your cousin, and you're like, if only I dropped in Alabama, it would be all right.
Yeah, not just his cousin twice. Remember Power Girl too.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, his cousin from another universe.
Yeah, from the Golden. Power Girl is the Supergirl from the Golden Age.
Yeah, the one that somehow has a weakness to getting stabbed by like sticks until she didn't.
Oh yeah.
That was
to be honest with you, a lot of people have a weakness to being stabbed by sticks. Bears. That is
but she's supposed to be Kryptonian. Come on, man.
Are these Kryptonian sticks?
It was a Kryptonite stick.
He has a Kryptonite stick.
Hey, listen, it's Golden Age. I have no idea.
Yeah, in the golden and silver ages, they could do whatever the hell they wanted.
Yeah, but the problem is they put the golden and silver age into the post-crisis, and it was crap.
Yeah, I just whenever someone mentions the golden age and all this sort of stuff, I go, fucking Gorilla Grodd. There's a monkey. There's a talking monkey. And it's like, yeah, they just did weird things.
Listen, Gorilla Grodd. At least Gorilla Grodd is not as bad as Mr. Mala. That's like him and
Grodd would kick Mala. Grodd would kick Mala's ass 10 ways to Sunday, dude.
Well, that and Gorilla Grodd is not in an incestuous relationship with a fucking brain. An incestuous relationship with a brain.
Oh yeah.
Let's not be brain sexual here. Come on, let's just keep.
For those of you that don't know, there's a supervillain called the Brain, who is literally a brain in a jar, right?
Yeah.
And it found this baby gorilla, and the brain raised the gorilla up to adulthood, and gave it a name, gave it its intelligence. And then as soon as the brain managed to put itself into a robot body, they started a gay incest relationship. Comics are weird.
Thank God they didn't go that far before they were put into the Teen Titans cartoon.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't have done it, but could you imagine?
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Hey.
This is officially the best Smudcast ever.
Here's Jake the Surgeon again. Ghost Rider is technically stronger than Superman when Zarathos is in full control, since he can match Mephisto. All right, so we're talking about apples and oranges here. We're talking about
magic, yes.
Well, here's the $1 million question with Ghost Rider. Would the pen and stare work on Superman?
No, because Superman doesn't have anything to be penitent about.
Oh, interesting.
Meanwhile, Deadpool does have things to be penitent about, but he just doesn't care.
Well, I mean, no, it's because the curse that Thanos put on him, so he couldn't be with Lady Death.
No, it's literally the fact that he sees all the shit he's done and he thinks it's so cool. It's like, yeah, it's like, hell yeah, I'm a badass.
All right, that's retarded.
But also that Deadpool also knows that he's a fictional character as well.
Not fair.
So,
oh shit.
All right. Let's
he literally knows he's in comics. But to get onto this point with Superman, is he is saying he's the worst superhero ever. So we do have to sort of
the worst superhero
bring
ever.
in Marvel.
He's opened the door to literally every superhero that has ever existed.
Yes, we found a list of the worst superheroes. There's literally a arms fall off guy. Just fall off.
Was the Phantom on there?
Fall off boys, sorry.
Was the Phantom on that list?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like the Hamburglar, the Hamburglar in the jungle is a really bad superhero.
No, dude, no. It was specifically Marvel and DC.
I'm sorry. Grimace in the jungle is a very bad superhero.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but purple.
What, Thanos?
You told me, Bez. You told me. You told me that purple is perfect for camouflage because orcs use purple in Warhammer.
But the Phantom is not an orc, though. The Phantom is not an orc boy, though. That's a problem. He's supposed to be a human being with a skull ring that does something. What? I don't know.
He's basically the origin of Batman, how Batman came to be. The inspiration.
I'm glad Batman is not going around in a fucking Grimace.
Purple spandex.
I'm so glad they went. I'm so glad they went. You know, the purple spandex. Let's just get rid of that.
This is dumb.
Like, bro, and also it's like literally someone mentions Grimace and I think Thanos because there's been 2 Marvel things that have done that joke already.
All right. Here's Jake the Surgeon again. Ghost Rider doesn't need the pen and stare to destroy someone's soul. What does he need then? I thought that was his move.
His chain whip.
Oh, it touches people and kills them? Really? Okay. Alrighty.
And then whips them with his chain whip.
All right. So, less than 3 minutes. We're almost done.
I'll whip your soul.
Let's get going.
That military grade away from him, he'd still be pretty powerful to be able to beat. And that's not because he was born that way. No, he trained to become like that. Other characters like Goku, for instance, didn't start off the strongest. Definitely stronger than normal.
This argument out, please.
Still not the strongest. Could be beaten by normal.
Goku's an alien. Goku's an alien.
Goku's also an alien.
He was born.
Well, yeah. Well, the argument.
Goku wasn't born. Goku wasn't born with his powers either.
He was born with
the argument.
Yes, he was.
The argument with Goku is that he sacrifices time to get stronger, whereas Superman had his powers right from the get-go. But I think
that's how they're written.
His whole race was murdered for it, though. So.
Yeah, but hold on. Superman still has to learn how to control his powers. Yeah, he has them, but he has to control them.
Like, there's a reason. Smallville. There's a reason why he got taught how to fight by Mongol II and Wonder Woman and Batman.
Yeah.
And anyone.
He's not just powerful and that's it. It's just he has to learn. But oh god, this guy. Literally, we get on to using Dragon Ball Z with Superman, and I'm just like, wow, we really got to this point.
Well, he brought it up because it involves training. Which I could understand why he would bring that up. Which is kind of funny because Goku actually does have a similar origin. His father sent him on a ship to another world because the planet was blown up. So that is funny that they're similar in that way.
Here is Jake the Surgeon again. Hellfire attacks the soul and Zarathos eats souls. Okay, that makes more sense.
Can I just ask a question about, obviously, bringing up the Goku stuff? How many times did Goku die?
He died a couple times.
Okay. So he's been defeated a couple of times. Is it as many as 15?
No, it's not that many times. But the difference is that I doubt those 15 were in the same continuity. They were probably alternate stories, right?
So
DC does have a habit of doing
quite
that.
A few times. Yeah, but Goku dies in his own continuity quite a few times.
Well, the thing is, death doesn't have that much meaning in the Dragon Ball series. Because you can bring people back. So dying in the Dragon Ball world isn't the same thing as dying in the DC universe.
Right. So what you're really saying is, so we can find ways to bring people back, so it doesn't really count like what he does. So he doesn't count Superman's death with the death of Superman and stuff.
Oh,
well, I'm not saying it doesn't count.
No. But what I'm saying is, he's bringing this up, but you can play the same arguments. Against Goku, likes,
yes.
If you wanted to. If you wanted to.
I do want to.
We do want to. That's the thing we want to do.
Yeah, so I'm just saying this is why
the thing is like dying in Dragon Ball is a similar amount, depending on how important the character is a similar amount of relevant to almost dying in Superman. It's a similar amount of relevant.
Yeah,
because the consequence is that you got to get your shit together and come back. It's the same idea.
Consequences may never be the same.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is his arguments he's doing for Superman can easily be put into this, which is why it's weird. But which is why this is a bad video because of that, and also because of the whole list of other things that are bad about this video. But. You can't bring up one character who's super got a lot of power, and say he's done better when the same things apply to Superman with stuff. It's that.
But it doesn't count.
I'm not wording it well.
It doesn't count when you apply something I like.
Anyway, let's keep going. Jake the Surgeon. Goku was literally given God Key when he fought Beerus. Yes, I think that's true.
Yeah.
Anytime you get the level of that's what's happening with Dragon Ball now. It's all gods and power and destroying this and that. It's like I checked out a while ago.
But this is what I'm saying. So it's getting to that level. To people like this, that's fine. Superman can go really fast. No, he's overpowered. I'm like, what the?
Like Superman can lift a heavy thing. He's overpowered.
Yeah. Superman can shoot his laser eyes really tiny, make it really tiny. God, that's overpowered. Goku can I'm just gonna go over the top and over exaggerate. Goku can just kill every single person by sneezing. It's wonderful, good storytelling. It's so it's quite clear you just don't like Superman.
Honestly, I think this guy is just salty because he knows that Goku will never be able to beat Superman.
I think this guy just hates Superman because he looks at Superman and sees all the things he's never gonna be. Good looking, strong, intelligent, well liked,
handsome, not annoying as fuck.
Yeah, ability to talk without sounding like he's breathing heavily into his mic because, god damn it, lifting a cheeseburger into his mouth takes a lot of effort these days. You know, the usual thing.
Yeah, come on, guy.
Oh, by the way, if everyone was wondering why I'm actually being horrible to him, he straight up lied about 2 scenes in a row. I have no respect for this fucking creator, so he can rot for all I care. Anyway, move on.
Based.
Alrighty, here's Jake again. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Goku master Ultra Instinct out of nowhere?
Yes.
Yeah, all at once.
God.
And he's never, and he's yet to use it since in canon material.
It sounds like something you watch when you are watching JoJo the first season.
Oh yeah, I've actually finally have I got through the first season of JoJo yet?
You got through the first part. You got through Jonathan's part. We're still watching Joseph's.
Okay. I'm slowly getting there. I'm starting to get references now, and yeah, my response to JoJo is okay, whatever, carry on.
That's good. That's a good one.
Which is the best.
Oh no, it's great. It's really good, and I just really have got to the point where I'm like, something happens, I'm like, yeah, okay, this is fine. And Bez is like, are you okay with it? I'm like, things happen in JoJo, it's fine, don't worry. He can do this? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, don't worry.
Jake again. Don't forget, Superman is a good dad. What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What comic?
The current one, the current continuity, Rebirth. Doing pretty good so far until Brian Michael Bendis got there and made Jor-El come back from the dead somehow.
Yeah, and fucked it up as usual.
Yeah, as soon as I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna do a new Superman comic book, Brian Michael Bendis. Well, I'm not buying that. Thank you.
Yes.
You saved me money.
Just someone get Jeff Johns so he can save it.
Yes, please.
He's obsessed with retcons, but still, get him out.
All right.
Jeff Johns at this point, like no.
Huzzah! 2 minutes left. We can keep going. Hopefully, without pausing.
Yeah. We can be
even. But he actually trained very hard to be able to get as powerful as he is. And a more recent character is Saitama from One Punch Man.
Well, carry on.
Saitama has yet to feel any kind of pain in a fight.
Shall we even bother addressing this? This is kind of silly, comparing a parody.
Yeah,
to...
Yeah. Also, I do like the fact that
just let it play.
Actually, it isn't just that it's a parody. It isn't just that it's a parody.
Superbad
it's also that it's also that he's trying to find satisfaction. It's not about trying to win.
Yeah, dude.
So that's a poor example.
He missed all the context around Superman. You think he understands the context of One Punch Man? Come on now.
Anyway, yeah.
He's very powerful, possibly more powerful than Superman. For all we know, we don't know too much about him. But the thing is, he's still relatable because he had to train to be able to get as strong as he is.
That doesn't make him relatable.
He's a fucking robot.
What the fuck? Training is the only reason that these people are like.
Isn't Saitama a fucking robot anyway?
Well,
so it doesn't even matter that he trains?
Well, no, but we're talking about I can't relate to Clark Kent because he's a reporter. Like, that's stupid. I can't relate to Saitama because he trains. It's like, I don't... Like, what are you talking about?
Hold on a sec. Before this goes away.
Hold your fat ass. Hold your fat ass up. Right. This guy's going, I can relate because he can train. From the sound of your heavy breathing down the fucking microphone, laddie, it sounds like you haven't... The last train you saw was a number 26 at 5:15 from Newport Station. That was it.
No, it was two number 9s, a number 9 large, a 45 with extra dip.
And also, Superman has trained in Kryptonian martial arts.
As well as human martial arts and Amazonian martial arts.
Yes.
And has
how do we know that?
He's expanded his use of his powers by training with Mongol
Also,
II.
just question. You know those muscles he's got, right? Did he just get those because he's Kryptonian? Do all Kryptonians have a six-pack?
Yes.
Right. So.
I have never questioned that actually.
Just a self-conditioning body.
In fairness,
a self-chiseling body.
In fairness, all of your cells and whatnot are supercharged. If you're Kryptonian, all your cells are supercharged when you're under a yellow or white or blue star.
Yeah, but I doubt you get a jawline that could slice through glass, like just by being under a sun.
Yeah, fucking crimson chin jaw.
Yeah.
Right, so this whole thing, he's not trained. He's obviously done something somewhere, to get like that. Because then why isn't Supergirl looking like a 12-foot Amazonian bare-breasted warrior or something? You know what I mean? Like from those Futurama episodes of the Snoo and stuff. Why doesn't she look like that?
Well, that's why Big Barda exists. That's why Big Barda is a thing.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. So this whole he's not trained. Bollocks.
Shit. I just realized I need to start DMing Zach some Big Barda pics. He'll like that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Anyway. But, like I said, it's like, so this whole training thing, load of bollocks.
Well, I understand what he's trying to say. He's just giving dumb examples that don't relate to his actual conclusion. Saitama
I understand what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
It's bollocks, though.
Yeah. So he could find Saitama more relatable for many reasons, but he hasn't given us any. And he's just saying, Superman just keeps getting stronger and stronger. And you're like, I can't relate to that. It's like, neither can I. What's your point? He's still
so does Goku.
Yeah, so does everyone else that's a superhero. Where do their powers come from? I don't know.
It just feels like this is just, I don't like Superman. Why? Because I don't like Superman.
I do. And now we are at an impasse.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just try and keep going here. This is getting.
You used my line there, Beth.
Yeah. Let's just keep going here.
Hit play.
Here's Cyrek. Super Sons. He has a son named John Kent. Really?
Yeah, both in the recent comics and in the new Superman and Lois show for the Arrowverse.
Name is John.
Oh,
it
really?
Wouldn't be an American. It wouldn't be an American hero if his name wasn't John.
It's more so named after his grandfather.
The new show
after Jonathan Kent.
They have a baby, really?
Yes. Well, they had the baby. They had the baby pre-crisis, but
it's because of Dr. Manhattan fusing post-crisis and New 52 Superman together.
Oh no, I'm talking about the Arrowverse.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Well, yeah, you're right about that. It's like Dr. Manhattan fused the post-crisis and New 52 timelines have fucked everything up. And in the Arrowverse, they had the baby right before the Crisis on Infinite Earths there. So yeah.
We don't really talk about the Arrowverse.
Hey, the Arrowverse is fine. Fuck you. Oh. We don't talk about Batwoman.
Arrowverse,
the Arrowverse.
Batwoman is part of the Arrowverse.
Yeah, the Arrowverse is fine, but that's not. I'm sorry, Gigman. I'm gonna have to. I'm revoking your debating card there.
I know it's not the best thing ever, but it's fine.
Arrow's all right. It was cheesy. It was all right.
I mean, it's not the best thing today.
Well, today no. Well, except Superman and Lois. You had to see that one scene of Superman in the Golden Age suit, like saving the kid. It's like nice suit. I know my mom made it for me.
There are plenty of stories of Elseworld comics of what happens if Superman has a kid, what happens to Lois, what happens to Clark, who lives, who dies. Like that's a pretty big deal. So, all right.
I just find it funny that people literally say, "Yeah, this one scene makes." I'm like, that's one scene. It's like there's always good things in certain scenes. Okay, that scene was fine. Doesn't mean the whole program is going to be good.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, but people bring up like one scene out of stuff, and it's like, right? Well, this seems really
yeah, but my intention is not to say that. I'm not. My intention isn't to say that it's the best thing ever, because I know it's not.
Yeah, I know. I'm merely pointing out that it is something that I've seen a lot of people do to make arguments about stuff. It's like, oh, this one scene. It's like, right, okay, context and other stuff behind it, with other things. I can say a lot of things are great by one scene.
I mean,
I can say the rooms are wonderful comedy by how.
I mean, I've given more context about that one Superman scene than this guy has done in his entire video. So give me some credit.
Oh yeah. Wow. Okay.
All right. Anyway, let's keep going.
I got more questions right on my IQ test than a spastic did. I should get some credit for that.
All right.
I just think that makes you overpowered.
Let's keep going, guys.
But did that die though?
Jake the Surgeon. I refer back to Ghost Rider. If we ignore all context, he's a soul-destroying, immortal Hellfire skeleton man who was given his powers. Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, which is awesome.
So basically, Spawn if he were a skeleton.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You put in that context.
Spawn if you were burned to a skeleton and not just down to your muscles.
Oh dear.
All right.
You see, how can anyone relate to Spawn? Because like he's, you know.
Yeah,
did he train? Did he get his powers? Did he train?
I've never killed Grandma God before.
Yeah, I've never been to hell, so how can I relate to him? It's like.
All right. Here's Cyrek. New 52 Soups is dead. The current Soups is old continuity. He and Lois and John were brought back by Manhattan because there are two Loises in the universe? Whoa.
Yeah.
I am confused.
I bet that's his kind of universe.
I think he merged the two into one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Why not just keep them separate?
It was. I think it was retconned that the Flashpoint paradox, which is what created the New 52, was actually Dr. Manhattan fucking around.
Yeah.
And the Rebirth continuity was him unfucking everything up.
Yep.
Yeah. New 52 was shit anyway.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Thank the Lord DC Rebirth. Like, at least it's trying to fix everything.
You say that, and then they hired Brian Michael Bendis.
Well, there are exceptions. I'm not saying that it's 100% good.
Okay,
they're polishing the turd, lads. Let's at least go in that.
Here is Zarin X, very similar to Latin X, but you know, we don't talk about that anymore. Yeah. The Arrowverse version, Clark and Lois were on a Kryptonian planet ship. Okay. So Clark and Lois were able to function as though they were both human. Okay, you see, these little details help my brain, because every time we talk about Clark having children, it's like, oh boy, he's going to kill someone.
Yeah. Which is why I prefer it when they try and put Wonder Woman and Superman together, except when they do it in the New 52 and fuck it up.
Well, they do that in Kingdom Come as well, so.
Yeah, and they put that up, so...
No, fuck you.
Anyway, it's always the back of my head. Like, how does that work? But that's finally there's a solution to something. They're not that completely stupid.
Whenever someone talks about Superman having kids, I'm always reminded of, again, I'm going to bring it up, Robot Chicken, where there's a crime scene at Lois's dead body. It's like, God, it looks like someone shot her through the head, but she seems to be in a kneeling position. Who would do that?
He can put on a blue kryptonite ring and nullify his powers when he wants to fuck. It's simple.
Anyway.
Well, if he gets aroused, he shoots lasers out of his eyes, so...
If he puts on a blue kryptonite ring, he'll be fine.
So...
they bring back Tom Welling to have the scene. It's like, no, please don't.
No. Dear Lord, please no.
Anyway, Cyrek.
It's not Smallville anymore.
Oh, God. It's on Fireville. Cyrek. New 52 Lois is Superwoman. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Are you sure about
that?
That's...
Yeah. Wait. Is he talking about when Superman died and Lois got Superman's powers and she went fucking batshit insane?
I think...
I thought that was in Elseworlds.
No, I think that really did.
That sounds like an Elseworlds, yeah.
it sounds like an Elseworlds, but also it does sound like the New 52 because those stories start to get dumb. You also have to remember in the New 52, Batman's entire history, where he goes through 3 Robins, Barbara Gordon, all that happens in 5 years.
All right,
literally, they put 50 years of like history into 5 years, and you're like, okay, cool.
Anyway, let's try and keep going. We only got a few minutes left.
Yeah. Be able to defeat the enemy with just one single punch. That's still relatable because the way he got to that strength was doing basically basic.
Okay, this guy's trying to explain One Punch Man's strength. Are you retarded?
No, they don't know how One Punch Man got that strong.
Can I just say he's trying his best to say why it's relatable, and he can't think of a reason because he's now stumbling over words.
I think it's because he hasn't watched these other shows that he's bringing up.
Yeah, it's so relatable because it's like relatable.
It's relatable because he trained.
Well done.
Well, every time he brings up another character, he keeps saying that they were more relatable because they trained, and then that's it.
It's super relatable. Like I remember that one time when I went into a chamber on top of the world where there's a green slug man and a black genie, and they put me into a room with infinite food. And I spent 24 hours, but it felt like a year. And then I came back and I could just scream for 3 minutes straight and my hair turned yellow. I remember that. That's so relatable to my real life.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm. Remember that one time when you ran over that person off of Highway 14? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Maybe if you buy some Toll House cookies, Pepperidge Farm will keep a mouth shut.
I just find this so... They train, so they're relatable. Okay, cool. Anything else? Well, he's relatable because like he's got this power by training. Right. Okay.
Fuck, it's super relatable when Goku and Vegeta train in 500 times Earth's gravity and shoot energy beams at each other. That's relatable, Hawk. Don't you get it?
It's relatable.
It's relatable when you go to a tiny planet and chase a monkey for 3 weeks to get more power.
Yeah.
It's relatable, Hawk.
It's relatable. Yeah, Bears, don't you remember like last Tuesday when we went to a small planet and chased a monkey for 3 weeks? It's so relatable. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that, yeah.
It's
you and me running around chasing monkeys and bashing grasshoppers on the head with a head sledgehammer, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Here's Cyrek. That is how Convergence ended and Rebirth began. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's keep going. We only got.
Let's keep going.
Listen to. All right.
Exercises such as 100 push-ups a day, 100 sit-ups a day, running for 100 miles or so every single day.
Running for 100 miles a day?
Kilometers and miles are not the same thing. How did you do that?
It was 10, not 100.
What's a zero here and there, right?
Like, can you imagine running 100 miles a day? How long would that take?
Right. Okay. Right. That would be that's almost that's
longer than the day.
Yeah. That's literally.
Unless you're faster than a speeding bullet.
Half of the UK. That's half of England. It's half of England asking to be run, pretty almost.
It's a 10K run, not 100 miles.
But no, 100 miles. Say if you did run 100 miles, you're running nearly half the length of England, and no. No, not in a day. There's no possible way for a human to run that in one day. Not a chance. Even if you could, even if you had unlimited stamina, right, to run, a normal person couldn't do that. There's no.
Okay, well, obviously he's forgotten his lore. Or whatever the hell he's arguing. So we can just keep going. This is not going to help us.
We can keep going.
There's nothing here. Let's just keep going.
God, just run 100 miles a day. That's so relatable.
Yeah, then I got superpowers and I can fly to the moon and back. It's like, no.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, okay, cool.
Not even Saitama knows how he's that strong. He just is.
Oh no, it's like that. He's like, yeah, it's so relatable. It's like you can run 100 miles a day, and the other person sat next to us. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Can you just make your order, please? You've been here for 4 hours.
So here's Zach again. Smud, I ran 3 miles today. It took me less than 30 minutes. I was exhausted. Guess I can't look up to Saitama.
Yeah.
If you're running 100 miles a day, that's your day. Like you're done.
That's your day.
No, that's your day. That's like at least your weekend.
You live in Kenya and you're hunting for food or something. I don't know what you're doing.
You are literally either hunting for food or you're being chased by a lion. You've got there's no other.
Oh my god. Anyway.
All I can
per
think
hour,
of.
That means it will take you 10 hours.
No, it's not how
You
it
would
works.
collapse from, I don't know, exhaustion, lack of water, you would die. Anyway.
But
you would have to be amazing.
But humans can't run at 10 miles an hour.
That's my point.
Yeah, don't shout. Jeez,
But
God, I'm
Usain
only in
Bolt
the
can
room
run
next
at
to you.
28.6.
If you want to know who has that superpower, it's called the Doorman.
Yeah, the Doorman. Yeah, so I was about to bring him up.
Doorman has the superpower to teleport you into the next room. he is worse than Superman, guys.
And his arch enemy is a door.
If you don't have a lock for that door, you're in luck.
Yeah. But yeah, I just. But whenever just think about that running 100 miles thing, for some reason in my head I've got that scene from Naked Gun where he's just walking and he ends up in the woods. Like, where the hell am I? Like, you just run so far, you're like, wait, where the hell am I? I've just run 100 miles. I don't know where I am anymore.
Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, this is great. Great video.
For 3 whole years, he trained to get that way. It wasn't just he was just strong right from the get-go.
Okay, wasn't there? I remember there's a lore of Superman training different kinds of. There's 2 kinds of martial arts in Krypton. There's for the mind and for the body, right? Hard and soft. Yeah. Row and what?
Row and vow.
Row and vow. Thank you. So he's not just I am strong man from other planet. He actually knows what he's doing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I thought so. I just don't remember. It's not brought up a lot. I just remembered there was some training involved.
It's like Tarkasim Vo is the reason why it's hard for people to take over Superman's mind.
Right.
Like, it is a mental martial art. He's stealing his brain against, like...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like, there are very few, like, none of the people he mentioned, right? Like Saitama and Goku, neither of them have done that kind of training. And you would think as soon as anybody, like Captain Ginyu, for example, like decides to just take over your body, it just happens to them. And there's nothing they can do about it. Because they didn't go through that training, because they're dumb. Like, Superman knows that he lives in this world and he's defending himself as best he can against it. That's more relatable than being a monkey man with a giant extending pole and a cloud you fly on.
And then he never uses those 2 things ever again, I think, throughout the rest of Dragon Ball. Yeah. Kind of like JoJo. Anyway.
No, he had to work hard. And that's the thing. Because of that, we can easily relate to him. We all train and exercise and do all this to be able to get stronger. Whereas with Superman, he just is strong. There's no big relatability to him. He's someone who basically can always save the day. Hell, to quote frickin' Futurama,
There was never any real peril.
Superman is just the hero that...
Sorry. We all train. Yeah.
Yeah, you sound like you train when you are winded by sitting in a chair and talking.
I have seen plenty of people who do not train.
Yes.
There are more people who don't train than
go
do
to
train.
Walmart. Go to Walmart. You will see plenty of people who do not train.
Right. I've been in a gym once. I didn't like it, so I went to the pub next door. That's my level of training.
I'm back.
We all train.
Do you even lift? Therefore, no! I can relate to you, sir. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just like, do you lift? Yeah, a pint on a Saturday night. What about it?
I relate to you.
When I eat a cheeseburger, I lift it before I bite it.
He's really hammering home this training thing, and
he brought it up again. Yes. I was away for
yeah. He just said we all train, so we all relate to people who train.
We all train. That means we can relate to Saitama.
Well, not everybody trains. Some people don't have time.
Yes, nobody. There's like I just said. I've only ever been in a gym once in my entire life.
No, I have to go to the gym every day. I just have to because I feel physically sick when I don't work out.
Okay. Bit weird.
But that's just me, though.
That's just you, yeah. But me, I don't. I just do. I do a bit of walk. I do a lot of walking. It's not me training. It's just me going around doing my stuff.
It's funny because none of my friends work out. I'm the only one that's like that. It's really funny. Like I don't like hang out with gym rats or anything.
Yeah, usually with friends.
I just go by myself.
Gym. Yeah. No, but
there are times I'll go in the middle of the night and there's nobody there.
Ooh. Yeah,
okay.
well, sometimes I like to work out at night because I just want to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
No,
you can do all kinds of supersets and shit without people like, oh, can I get in here? You need to rack your weights. Like, motherfucker, I'm going to be picking them up in 2 minutes. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah, true. But the whole thing of like. We all train, so we can all. It's such a stupid. No, not everyone trains. So, oh dear me.
All right, 1 minute left.
That no one can ever hope to be, or even try to aspire to be. Batman, Spider-Man, Goku, Saitama, Green Arrow, Daredevil. Those are heroes you can
Daredevil?
look up to.
I can't relate. Daredevil's blind.
No.
I have eyes. I can't relate to Daredevil. He's blind.
Hawk, you can absolutely relate to getting toxic waste in your eyes and then being able to hear so good you can see again.
Yeah, or... I can relate to Spider-Man because I can climb walls. Yeah. I got bit by a radioactive spider. I can relate to One Punch Man because I can punch once really well. He's literally listed off people.
I can relate to Saitama because I don't have any hair on my head.
Yeah. Also, what's Spider-Man's training?
I mean, he did learn the way of the spider, so. We'll give him that. After he lost his spider sense and had to train because he couldn't rely on the spider sense.
So he didn't train to start with. Okay, no. So I can't relate to him.
Yeah.
Also, like I just sir, you are a fucking moron, and you just hate Superman. Your argument is I just don't like Superman. And that's it. And you've got piss poor fucking arguments against him. Because every argument you've made, you've just chucked out the window to make your arguments for people you like work. You cannot make a list like that and say people can look up to him because they train. It's like... One of them's a god now, supposedly. I don't keep up with Dragon Ball and everything, but one of them's like got god level powers.
No, they're both doing it now. It's just that Vegeta is trying to find a different god power that's unique to himself.
Oh! Forgive me for not knowing which different for the god powers, but my point still stands.
Literally, you got two different characters that are trained to be gods.
Yeah,
that's relatable because they train.
They're training. That's like if someone actually said that to me in real life to my face, my response would be, "Get bent, bro. Just fuck off. Nah, this is stupid. This is Conversation's over. Nah, you're thicker than mincemeat. Just go off. Fuck off. Just.
All right, guys, we're almost done. Let's do it.
Yeah.
They have issues that many of us, go through. We do want to become stronger to be able to protect the ones we love, or to be able to protect ourselves and.
Yeah, am I doing the right thing right now? Could I be using my knowledge and my skills in a different way? It's like, should I this it'd be really advantageous for me to take the quick and easy path here instead of the right path, but I think I should go for the good, but it's gonna be hard for me. All the shit that Superman has to deal with. All the things that make Clark Kent who he is. Everybody that makes these kinds of arguments, all they see is the cape. All they see is the powers. They don't see the man that wields them. Ever.
Yeah, it's like you said earlier. Yeah, he's not gone through any bad stuff. Oh yeah, his entire species got genocided, and he's all alone pretty much. No biggie. No, you're right. But all they see is Superman, and they just hate Superman. They hate the whole idea of Superman. They hate the fact that there might be someone who would have powers who'd be decent, because in their heads they know that if they had even half the powers Superman had, they'd be the scum of the earth. They'd be the supervillain, not the superhero.
They'd be Homelander.
Yeah,
they'd be Titan from Megamind.
Yeah, or that. Yeah. And I think that's a big problem. And after listening to this guy and how he is actually quite disingenuous, I think the major reason he hates Superman is because Superman has all the virtues that he knows he doesn't have, and that's the reason he doesn't like Superman. And I firmly believe that. And I firmly believe that most of the people, I firmly believe that Superman haters fall into one or two categories. Either they're ridiculous Batman fans who believe that DC should just revolve around Batman and everyone else is stupid, or the people who hate Superman because they're not actually nice people, and they know deep down that Superman shows them up, to be honest with you, with how virtuous and how good he is, how he's an actual virtuous person, and they aren't, and I believe that's why they don't like him. So
big agree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have 30 seconds left. I'm sure he'll just zip it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatnot. Whereas with Superman, he already is as strong. He's the person you never can be, no matter what you do.
Well, he just described Saitama. Saitama is just strong. He's impossible to beat. You can't beat him.
Yeah, but also, I can't be Goku. I can't be Batman. I can't be Spider-Man.
I
can't be Daredevil. I can't even be. I can't even be fucking Zorro. Right? I can't be a lot of these people.
I mean, that's because your Spanish accent is terrible.
I'm not even no. I can only do Speedy Gonzales. So no. Yeah, I'll be rubbish Zorro. It is me, Zorro.
Everyone's like, we know it's you, Hawk. Get off the balcony. Put that whip down.
Oh, I cannot. My ladder has fallen down.
Like, hey, could somebody get that cherry picker? Like, why are you French now, Hawk? Just stop.
Well, that's because you're not very good at Spanish accents, Ben. But yeah, no, the list he did earlier, we can't beat any of those.
Like, all of the bullshit that he's bringing up applies to the examples that he brought up.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it for any length of time, you'll realize that. But he didn't, so he don't.
Because he just doesn't like Superman because of Superman's good virtuous qualities, and he doesn't like it.
So basically, that is why he is the worst superhero of all time.
You said nothing.
What are your thoughts on Superman? I think he's great. He's wonderful.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
Alrighty, guys. That was.
That was the biggest pile of wank I've ever had to sit through on this podcast.
No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. He just had bad arguments.
No, it was bad. No, it was bad.
No, it was bad.
Here's the thing. It was bad because it was such a brain dead argument, right? Of nothingness. And the fact is, he blatantly lied about things, and the fact is, his arguments came down to training. His arguments literally came down to we all train, right? And it's like, no. So you're thinking that like 90%, like 100% of people who read comic books train?
What?
How many people do you know? How many people do you know who read comic books all the time who actually go to the gym and train?
Quite a few.
I know myself. That's about it.
Like, dude, you know what I know? Bears.
Dude, I'm trying to.
Yo guy now.
There, I found it. I found it.
But most people who read comic books aren't going to a gym. Most of them don't. If you said gym to one of them, they go, "What? Who from The Office?"
Like, you mean Commissioner Gordon?
Yeah. What a shit video.
Yes.
There, I found the
I hope we never see this person again.
Oh, you want to go through all that stuff? Oh, jeez.
The contingency plans, yeah. It's quick.
They're awesome. They're so awesome.
Fine, go on.
It's such a cool video.
Yes,
this is Batman.
How
Security
long,
level Omega.
How long is it?
Password Delta Charlie 27-5 1939. Enable new protocol. Title Agamemno Contingency. Should any of the core members of the League turn rogue, we need to have plans in place to handle each and every one of us should we become a threat. The members of the League are my teammates.
Well, we'll find out.
We need to be prepared for the worst. Always. Agamemno Contingency, file code name Last Son. If Superman ever becomes a threat to the planet, the following protocols will need to be enacted to ensure our survival. The sample of green kryptonite in Vault 7B, provided by Superman himself, will incapacitate him with brief exposure, and prolonged exposure would, in all probability, be fatal. Portions of this kryptonite, under exposure to radiation, created a variation of kryptonite that is red in color. Side effects of this type of kryptonite are unknown. Further testing is required.
Basically, the equivalent of a red sun.
Contingency, file code name Red Sands. Jean-Jeans, the manhunter from Mars, is the heart and soul of the Justice League. However, his strength and speed make him a formidable opponent should he ever turn against us. His vulnerability to fire would be hard to exploit in a defensive position. However, research suggests that a nanite virus spiked with magnesium would cause his skin to combust in contact with the air, neutralizing him as a threat. Must investigate further. Agamemno Contingency, file code name 2814. The ring of a Green Lantern is the most powerful weapon in the universe, limited only by the imagination of the bearer. The ring cannot be separated from the wielder except in the event of their death, and the ring's natural defenses prevent direct attack. But in order to use the ring, the core member needs to be able to see what they are doing. While an attack on the eyes would be ill-advised due to the defenses of the ring, See Table 38B for full offensive lists and their attendant probabilities of success. Research indicates that a post-hypnotic suggestion could be planted into the Green Lantern's psyche, causing them to believe themselves blind. The ring would then make them blind, enforced by their own willpower. Must test out this theory on Guy Gardner. Agamemno contingency. File code name Olympus. Diana is a good friend, which is just one reason it would be difficult to face her in combat, should she turn against the League. It's not a thought I relish. But if it must be done, the following strategy could be useful. If she could be convinced that she is fighting an equal, she could then theoretically be trapped in an unending cycle of combat against a phantom opponent. Must investigate feasibility of neural virtual reality technology.
There's another funny
Agamemno
one.
contingency. File code name Polymer. Plastic Man. A unique opponent. Every molecule of his body is under his command.
Hawk, you laugh, and sure, Plastic Man's kind of a...
Yeah, no.
If he was to focus, he'd be one of the biggest threats on the planet.
Yeah, no. It's more the fact that I know all about Plastic Man. It's just really strange that
Plastic Man.
It comes up
the fact that Batman considers him a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also the fact that it's like, oh, the main lot of the Justice League, and then he goes Plastic Man, and I'm like, wait, hang on a second, I've never heard anyone say that before. It just surprised me. It was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I've not heard Cyborg yet. I'm like, wow, Cyborg's below Plastic Man. Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a robot man.
They didn't do everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So he'd have
only the more notable members.
Yeah, but Plastic Man's still got. There's still.
I don't remember if they did Cyborg in this. I don't remember.
Okay, well, regardless, there's still quite a way to go. So it's a bit like Plastic Man's above someone else. So wow, I feel.
Plastic Man is really.
Come on, just hit play. I want to hear it. It's so cool.
Hit play, yeah. Hit play.
Himself into anything he imagines. We're lucky that he's on our side, and that he's more concerned with being comic relief than anything else. But should he turn, freezing him with liquid nitrogen or some other agent is the best emergency response I've been able to identify. After that, it's just a question of storage. Agamemno contingency. Notes section. Basic counters to other JLA members require further research. Flash. Paralysis. Green Arrow. Immobilize one of his arms. Zatanna. Trachea trauma. A well-timed blow would easily do the trick. Red Tornado. EMP. Firestorm. Phantom Zone. Lack of raw materials should nullify his powers. Aquaman. Hydrophobia.
I fucking love
Investigate
that.
Modification of Scarecrow's fear toxin. Black Canary. Tear gas, if administered quickly enough, should cut off her ability to speak and scream. Alternatively, I have recordings of her scream, which, if played back at equal intensity, can cancel out the sound waves. If these contingency plans are discovered in the wake of my being incapacitated, please understand, this had to be done for each of us. Which brings us to Agamemno contingency. Codename Detective. While Batman is a master strategist and combatant, he is only human. The best way to disable his strategic abilities would be to distract him. His parents are an excellent blind spot, as is his endless crusade to protect the innocent. Taking hostages is a good distraction, particularly if they're friends or family.
Think carefully before you do this.
I love that ending so much.
And then Vandal Savage is like, "Fuck this! I want to kill them all."
I always love that part. Think carefully before you do this, and then it ends.
Yeah, but in Justice League Doom, it ends up being Vandal Savage, and so it falls on deaf ears.
Yeah, hold on. Can I just say something though? You mentioned Plastic Man with an actual thing, and additional notes had the Flash and Aquaman. I'm just like, oh, guys, you're just.
No, like.
Then you do not know how many times Batman has interacted with Plastic Man over the years.
No,
Plastic Man is more of a threat than Aquaman is.
No, I just find it funny. It's just funny because when people, it's just one of those things that not even in like.
Well, I
Batman's
think that
wanting
the
to, like-
additional notes. Well, I always took it that the additional notes section was for stuff that had yet to be experimented on.
Yeah.
Yeah, possible.
So that
No,
was
but I
why
just
they
find
were
it
just
funny.
additional
You could-
notes
yeah,
because they
but you
didn't
could-
have full
Yeah,
records.
that is that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is like, it's just part of a joke now. You can just play like even in wanting to defeat the Justice League, Aquaman's still not that important.
You just see him walk past Superman and Green Lantern, and then like eye down Plastic Man. That is a funny idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like that. All you see is like Aquaman just going, seriously, even when you want to kill us, I'm like lower on the list. I'm just like, I'm hurt. I can just imagine me being pissed off that he's not being killed first.
Yeah, it's a combination of Batman making the plans and putting them in the notes section, and Vandal Savage not giving a damn about him anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, that was all right. Yeah, and I like that they got Kevin Conroy to do it.
Indeed.
Oh boy. Okay, guys, that was 4 hours worth of us listening to.
Oh my god.
This stuff.
You guys want to hear the top comment on the contingency plans video?
Yeah, we'll end on that.
It's by a guy named Go Kane, and he says Batman is the type of guy to say no witnesses and then take himself out.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. All right, guys, let's call it a night. Thanks
It's too early in the morning for me to be on these jokes now.
All right. Thanks for.
It's always been one of my favorite videos on YouTube.
Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your time and all the wonderful super chats and silly comments that you like making to us and derailing the conversation as always. So thank you. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Hopefully you're recovering from Easter and everything's great on your side of the screen, whatever you're up to, whatever you're eating, whatever you're sleeping on. And yeah, that's about it. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Yeah.